last time, you guys helped save a girl from drowning. So that was a win.
And then we lost my rope.
Sorta. She's kind of an asshole.
And then, Raidriar got his rope taken when a big-ass sea monster stole the town drunk.
Oh yeah, he died too.
We think.
Rope.
Yeah, but you lost rope.
I lost my rope.
Sadder than the person dying.
Rope will come in handy here. Who knows?
I've still got lots of rope. I'll share my rope with you.
I don't know if you guys remember, but you also got your treasure from the Vistani there, and, well, there was a surprise hiding in one of the rugs.
Poison and a robot.
Yep.
Very useless surprise, in my humble opinion.
Clothes.
Hey, Blinksy appreciated it, though, so, you
Hey,
know.
we got inspired delivering that to him.
And he's working on your guys' water gun.
That is true. The holy water gun.
Please make this an actual item that actually does like twice the normal damage with holy water.
Anyways, so...
It's time for some fun in the sun,
you guys
Strahd.
crossed Lake Zarovich.
I'm sorry to time out, but Raidriar, are you using a different microphone?
I am.
Okay. I'm gonna try
Do I sound better or worse?
You sound a lot quieter.
Fine, but you're quieter, yeah.
What about
Turn
now?
you up.
Yeah, you have to turn them up. I did it earlier.
I gotcha.
How high up am I set? Like 200 here?
You're at 200% for me, and you're still a little bit quieter.
What about this?
Do it, yes.
Is that better?
It's better. It's still quieter than normal, but it's better.
Oh my god, I need to figure this out.
Don't worry about it.
But, so you guys crossed...
You just have to use your excited voice.
Yeah.
A different excited voice.
You crossed the lake and you met a fucking mad lad.
A spicy boy.
Who had his own mansion that he just kind of, created out of thin air.
Mansion.
He's probably going to be our best ally because he apparently knows exactly what it's like to fight Strahd, so we can just practice.
Yeah, I agree with
over
that.
and over and over.
He said, "Come back when you found his staff and spellbook."
He quote unquote knows. It seemed that he was a bit crazy, but
also we learned that someone might have let that spellbook get away for free. I'm not going to point out any. I'm not going to mention any names, Raidriar.
Hold up. That's all I have to say. Hold up.
Holding.
And after that, you have all decided to start your way over to this wizard's tower that you've heard about. Might lead to a clue or an item that might help you in your quest here to try and free yourselves from Barovia. And that is where we will start.
Oh yeah, my retort is we don't know where the spellbook is. We think the guy probably still has it. I mean, he wouldn't give up such a powerful relic, now would he? Let it burn? And if he did, it's probably because he made a copy.
Yeah, but he's also not in Barovia anymore.
How does high level teleportation work? Does it teleport the things around you or just you?
It can.
Who knows?
I know. I also DM, you bitch.
Ren doesn't know.
But, so, the way we're going to do this traveling bit is, I don't know if you guys remember when we did those skill challenges back in Death House.
Mm-hmm.
So, basically, you guys can...
It's that dangerous to cross the woods?
Well, I mean, it's just an easy way of doing travel that makes it interesting, basically.
Okay.
How many... Approximately, is this like a one-day trip, or how many days?
You're not sure. It's you gather from looking at the woods, or actually make a nature check.
Okay.
Or a survival check. You can pick either or.
Guys, good news. If you look at the map, this circle says it's only 10 feet from where we are to the edge of the lake.
Yes. All right. Well, then it looks like it's going to be a day's trip.
This is pretty thick forest, and there's lots of sort of like elevation stuff as you're by the mountain, so you get that it's going to be fairly difficult to travel through.
Okay.
So it's definitely going to be slower than traveling on a road.
Okay.
So
then it's probably best we reconvene with the road as soon as possible.
For this first section of this travel, basically what's going to happen is you can pick any of the skills you're proficient in, or you could use any spells that you'd like. you need to accrue 4 successes before 3 failures, essentially, and just give me a creative way that you could use that proficiency to help you travel this first distance, basically.
Okay.
One person can't go 2 times in a row, so that makes sense. But
Do you mind if I, like, real quick, just do a bunch of saying test and see if my microphone's louder?
yeah, go ahead.
Test.
Yeah, I mean, I can hear it just fine.
You're
louder?
fine. You're a little bit louder.
Okay, we'll just leave it there for now. Okay. I'm good.
Okay, you might run past me again. That what you were just saying, Snow. So we have to get successes before failures. We're each taking turns to get successes.
Yeah, I mean, there's no like turn order. It's just that one person can't do 2 checks in a row, basically.
Roger.
And only one person can use each skill. So let's say Raidriar uses athletics for something. No one else can use athletics until the next challenge, basically.
I've got dibs on using deception to deceive every tree we see.
Okay, yeah. But it has to be somewhat reasonable, too, and the DC will change accordingly.
Okay.
There's a river. I deceive the tree into thinking
So,
that
yeah,
where it's threatened.
I deceive the river into thinking it's not there.
You gather that your first stretch of this journey is going to be you traveling, because you're currently like around here. You guys kind of talk a little bit, and you realize probably the next landmark you're going to come to is this sort of river right here that leads from the mountain. So go ahead and however you guys want to use your skills to try to help navigate your way to that point.
Okay. I guess I could use animal handling to make sure we don't run into any big animals. Keep an eye out for like tracks and markings of animals.
Yep, go ahead and make an animal handling check.
Sweet.
Okay. So, yeah, kind of searching around and stuff, you find a couple tracks that you kind of gather lead towards the direction of maybe a fresh source of water, and so that kind of helps you guys along your way. So that's 1 success.
Sweet.
Okay.
All right. I would like to investigate the area for any signs of life or any signs of thieves. Like, if we see anything that looks a little unnatural or non-mad mage-like, I want to be prepared for it ahead of time.
Go ahead and make an investigation check. Okay. Yeah. So it seems as you guys travel, investigating, looking around, this area seems pretty wild and untamed. You haven't seen any sort of anything unnatural or maybe human-made so far.
Okay, perfect.
It seems to be complete wilderness. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I'm going to ask that someone in each of these skill challenges, if we're navigating, someone always makes a survival check to try to, like, make sure you're not, like, straying from the path and stuff.
Does anyone have good survival?
I have a +5.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I have bad survival.
Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and make it then.
I'm above average.
So now, should I roll it?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay.
I'll give guidance on these. I'll just help them navigate by map. Compass or by landmark.
See that guidance? Fuck.
Okay. Yeah, 9. This is pretty. You guys wander around for a little bit, and you think you may have strayed off the path a little bit, so that's going to count as a failure.
Okay.
Can Ren use acrobatics to climb a tree to see if he can still see, like, anything useful about the lake or where we are?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Make an acrobatics check.
Sound too cheerful about that.
Christ.
I mean, these trees are, while there's a lot of them, they're not actually that tall, and you can easily enough clamber up on top, and you kind of look, and you can see you guys kind of went a little bit northern than you probably wanted to, as Raidriar tried to navigate through these woods. But you can kind of get your bearings again, and you come down and kind of inform the group which way you guys need to travel. So that's 3 successes and a failure so far.
Have we encountered one of those like little inlet rivers yet?
No, that's where you guys, this first section is basically heading towards.
Gotcha.
Would you like me to try to intimidate the wilderness?
Can you do a spell?
Yeah, I was kind of... Yeah, sure. Let me see what I got. Oh, of
Hey,
course.
can I-
My raven is still hanging out, so
Oh yeah.
considering that we are trying to find our way to the path and Ren has a pretty good idea, I want the raven to at least try to assist him.
Okay. Yeah. I'll say with that, using that spell, the raven manages to kind of like fly away, then come back and kind of like direct you guys. So with that, easily enough, you guys manage to reach this river that leads from these mountains. And you see there's quite a change in elevation from where it starts to down. So it's pretty strong, a pretty strong river. The current's pretty high, and you see there's a few like rapids kind of going through. So this next skill challenge here is going to be attempting to cross this river. It's a decent ways across. It's about I'd say like 50 feet about from side to side.
Okay.
Can Ren see anything on the other side of the river? Can we see what is it? Just more trees and stuff?
Yeah, basically it's more forest.
Okay.
I will cast Water Walk, and up to 10 willing creatures can walk across the water.
Oh, well,
Okay.
that's a little
I-
useful.
I will say, due to the nature of the strong rapids and current, I will have everybody make either an athletics or acrobatics check as you try to cross this. So you don't
Roger.
sort of like trip up, unless the spell specifically says something about that.
It is as if it were harmless solid ground.
Oh, does it mention like currents and rivers and?
This spell grants the ability to move across any liquid surface, such as water, acid, mud, snow, quicksand, or lava, as if it were harmless solid ground. Creatures crossing across molten lava can still take damage from the heat. So as long as we're on top of it, I don't think we'd be in any danger.
Okay. That sounds good to me. So go ahead and mark off that spell slot.
Yep.
And you guys, easily enough with that, it's a little precarious and a little off-putting. Some of you, you kind of like dip your toe over first. You're not quite sure, because the water looks pretty strong, but you kind of take a couple steps and it's not too bad, and you manage to get across this river.
I
Okay.
am Jesus.
Yeah.
Moses, I guess, really.
You're better than Jesus. You actually are like multi-Jesus, multi-dimensional
So-
Jesus.
With that, we'll do this sort of next section of travel. So
Okay.
basically it resets again, and so what does everybody want to do?
Is it the same day?
It is, but at this point, it's getting towards the evening, probably like 6 o'clock. You've done a decent amount of traveling.
So now we're across the river, we're at least
Yep.
near-ish the road. Can I perceive signs of road?
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I thought we were at this road or at this river.
Yeah, so you just crossed there. That's
Oh,
what you
okay,
just
my
saw.
bad. I'm sorry. I thought
Right there, Fred.
Gotcha.
No,
Okay.
Oh, right there,
Never
right
mind.
there.
No. He's
Oh,
got a
right
little
there.
bit to go.
Right there. Can I run ahead and see if I can scout a little bit?
Yeah, sure. For that, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
15. Okay, running ahead, and scouting out, you manage to kind of get a general lay of the land, and looking up and kind of looking at sort of where the sun is, even though it's pretty still not bright out, it's still there's that overcast. You manage to kind of get your bearings and start leading the group in what you believe is the correct direction. So that's a success right there.
Can I investigate where we might see any mountains, since there are large mountains behind us, and make sure that we're still walking like parallel to them at least?
Okay. Yeah, go
Or would
ahead.
that be something?
Well, I mean, if
would
we can
that,
see the shoreline of the lake, we can just follow that.
we've been, we're in between them for sure. But I don't know if that's perception or investigation. That might be double dipping if it's perception.
Yeah, that would be more perception, I think.
Okay, I'll keep thinking.
Someone does need to make a survival check for navigation, though.
I have +2. I don't know if anybody else has better.
+1.
I mean, I could try it again, but I think I'm.
Yeah, you
Is that
can't go
against-
twice in a row. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Ren has +2 as well, so I can do it if you want.
Go for it, and I'll help you look at the map and figure out where we are.
Does that mean guidance?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So he's just guiding everything.
Well, You think you got a pretty good sense of where you're leading the group, but you're not completely sure. It's a success, but you might have strayed a little bit off.
Cool.
Um,
It's really nice that the orchestra's following us through the woods too.
yeah.
These like very practiced singers.
So that's 2
Comforting.
successes so far. What else do people want to try?
Okay. I want to make sure that we aren't verging into difficult terrain. I want to try to get a sense of the area and try to figure out. All right, for the most part, we should be having an easy travel if we go along this path. And I'm thinking like a nature check.
These stars and wind and sun to align ourselves.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, go ahead and make a nature check. Yeah.
The stars and the sun at the same time.
I know, right? Double sun
Natural
power.
Magic.
20. That's based. Yeah, that's 2 successes. You kind of get this feeling over you that you're pretty comfortable in these woods. At first it feels a little strange that you would feel that way, but you manage to work into it pretty well. And you definitely know which direction to take and to kind of navigate through here. So as you guys head, at this point it's getting pretty dark out.
Because I know the area so well, do I know if there are like any caves nearby?
Caves, yes, we need caves.
Looking around and kind of getting the sense of where you've been and where you're going, and you know that you've kind of gone past kind of like sort of like the more hilly and mountainy areas that were behind you. There might be some. You're thinking there might be some ahead of the path, but not before it gets too dark out.
Okay.
Do you all want to camp or continue?
I'll probably camp, I think.
Yeah,
We're still-
probably. Exhaustion is scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not.
Also, I was. Go ahead.
We're not heading too far into like any more wooded areas. I feel like we don't have to worry about. Well, I don't know. Okay, I'm okay with camping.
Surprisingly, make an intelligence or investigation check.
Yeah, sure.
Yee.
That was a throw.
You are strangely confused. While the map that you have appears to be empty, sort of in this area of forest, there seems to be no visible end
Okay.
to the wilderness.
All right. Well, I'm good to camp out here.
Okay, are there any preparations anybody wants to make? Watches? How are we doing this?
How thick are the trees?
Kilvin will take first watch.
By thick, what do you mean? Like, there's
Like,
just a
how-
lot, but you can't see
how
the end
dense?
of this forest. It's
No,
pretty,
right. But like where we're
Oh.
camping, are there trees
Yeah.
near us, or are we in a clearing?
Yeah, they're all near you basically. Like, trees are probably maybe 2 to 3 feet apart. It's pretty dense.
Okay. Trying to think of anything clever that we should do before we go to bed.
How much holy water do you have?
I think
Mo-
And I'll
most of
say
us.
you guys get like a little fire going and change to some more cozy.
Do I see a branch about like 10 to 15 feet up from where everybody else is sleeping?
Oh yeah, there's plenty.
Okay. So what I would like to do is I'm going to go ahead and ritual cast Alarm.
Okay.
And I want it to be a 20-foot cube encompassing our campsite and the branch that I'm sleeping in. And I want to be alerted to whenever a tiny or large creature touches the ground or any surface around this area.
All right.
Does that mean that every chipmunk that comes into the square you're gonna know about?
Okay, not tiny. I want any creature that's my size or larger.
All right.
What about? I was thinking about the hag curse, and if someone's having the nightmares, we definitely just need to straight up wake them up. Like, better to have a point of exhaustion than a point of exhaustion and also missing HP.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with that. And
Also,
I wonder if I don't know. I mean, we're gonna figure out tonight. But I wonder if because I was like choosing doors or windows, and I wasn't just choosing like the 20-foot cube, if they were just like if they're teleporting to us, maybe they're just going past the areas that I have marked. So maybe by alarming the surfaces, I'll be able to hear them, even if they are invisible.
Yeah.
If Raidriar had read 20th century science fiction, he would say that it seems like they're like in a parallel dimension to us, still able to like interact.
What's a dimension? Ren asks.
That's why Raidriar hasn't read any science fiction.
Tux might know what that is.
Yeah. Plus, I feel like since it's seemingly kind of random, I definitely feel like it's not something that's upon us per se, but it's more like they're doing it actively.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so if Kilvin's taking first watch, then Ren tells Kilvin, wake me up in, I don't know,
2 hours, probably.
2 or 3 hours, yeah. And then Ren stakes like 7 or 8 arrows next to where he lays his bedroll out and like lays his bow down on the ground too for ease of access.
Okay.
And goes to sleep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wake any of us up if, shit happens.
If I feel anything, I'll let you guys know. But I'm not keeping watch if I don't have to. And I just hop up in the branch and I go to sleep.
So the first hour, I would like to... how long does it take to do a holy water? To bless one flask?
I will look it up. Should say it in the description. The ritual takes 1 hour to perform and uses 25 gold worth of powdered silver. And requires the caster to expend a first level spell slot.
I'll spend the first hour doing that.
Okay. Alrighty.
And then second hour, I want to cast Magic Circle upon all of us.
Okay, and
That takes a bunch of holy water, doesn't it?
Huh?
That takes a bunch of holy water to cast.
Doesn't
It
cost
takes, like-
anything to cast.
It does,
It
yes.
doesn't say it does. I don't see a cost here.
I remember reading that, but I'd have to look too.
Holy water or powdered silver or iron worth at least 100 gold pieces, which the spell consumes. So you can magic circle if you want, but you will expend a single flask of holy water.
It's fine.
And 100 gold, right? Or no?
No, so it said a flask of holy water or 100 gold worth of powdered silver.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool.
It's definitely worth doing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Alrighty. Raidriar. Oh, I'm assuming you're keeping out fiends, by the way.
It's choose one or more of the following. I'm going to choose everything. But yeah,
And are you going to
whatever,
keep it in or
the
out?
tags are. If one comes in, it can't get out.
It's one or the other.
Well, no, so yeah,
I
so it's
know.
either you prevent things from entering or you prevent things from leaving. So
If they
which
come
one?
in, they can't go out.
Okay.
Well, so you choose. So it's not.
I'm not saying they can't get in. It's like if they get in, they can't leave.
So he's choosing to keep them in, is what he's saying.
Okay.
Or do we want to do it the other way around?
No, I think you're right. I think we keep them in.
Because they can't enter unless they teleport in, and even then they have to succeed on a charisma saving throw, and they have disadvantage on everyone inside.
Yep. If Raidriar were awake, he'd say definitely keep him in so I can lay the fuck smack.
Okay.
Agreed.
So, yeah.
Okay. Raidriar. In the middle of your sleep, and you actually managed to get some fairly decent sleep this time around compared to the past couple of nights. But in the middle of it, you awake into what appears to be just empty black space, and you kind of stumble around a little bit, unsure where you're heading, but you feel this pull towards somewhere, and
God damn it.
and you follow it, and you see this sort of light in the distance. Coming closer, heading towards it, you come upon what appears to be a throne, but it's facing away from you. And all of a sudden, you kind of feel this urge to just stop, and you can't seem to move anymore. And kind of see this, getting a better closer look, you see this sort of ornate wooden throne with this sort of like fire burning on the top of it and on the other side of it. From this position, you can definitely see there's something sitting in this throne. You see heavy boots underneath, and sort of these gauntleted arms.
So basically, I walked into Dracula's room from the Castlevania show.
And as you sit there, all of a sudden this sort of voice starts to sort of enter your mind, but you can't make out what it's saying. And you only get snippets and words. You hear this sort of ephemeral voice go, ruler, replace, power, price.
We're agreed on that front. What was the last one?
Price.
How does it feel to be entered?
And then you manage to catch a final, and you definitely tell that whatever this entity is making out full sentences, but there's just almost like you're lacking sort of a connection, and you're just getting these snippets and words. And the last thing it says is, accept, in sort of like a questioning tone.
I know the price of success. I accept.
And then you hear, good. And then it fades away, and you return to your sleep.
Did Raidriar just become King of the Nords?
Kilvin, your watch, you have this magic circle going. I need you to make a perception check first.
Oh. It's almost a 20.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
That's not good.
Okay. You hear a voice kind of call out to you, Kilvin. Your old friend's here. Why don't you step out of the circle and come join me for a moment? And in your mind, this voice is your best friend. You have no reason to doubt them.
Okay.
Don't worry about waking the others.
Oh no.
Nani?
What did this sound like?
Just a deep voice. You can't tell, but you have the strong urge to follow and obey.
Okay. Guess I do.
Get up and leave, and I need you to go to the whisper chat with me.
Okay.
Oh no. We all know what that means. It means we're still asleep and we don't know.
But at least you got
wait,
the DM's
no,
head.
Nathan, you would have, alarm would have gone off when he leaves.
Would it?
Doesn't it tell
No,
you when
it's only if
things-
you enter, not if you leave.
You said if it touches the ground. The surface of the cube is on the ground. So, if his... I feel like... Hold on. Go read alarm.
We can ask. I'm reading it now. It
What does
looks
it say?
like it's...
Touches or enters the warded area.
Yeah.
Okay, so touches. That's fair.
Well-
like Kilvin would like get off of his sleeping bag and then touch the ground, and that's what you're saying?
Well, no. Kilvin would get up and he would touch the edge. So, like, if it's a cube and let's say the bottom of the cube is under the ground, then when he approached the barrier that your alarm spell is, he would encounter that edge, right?
Yeah, I'll ask. I see what you're
Either
saying.
that, or let's say he would definitely be swinging his arms. So odds are one of his arms on the backswing would encounter the edge of the alarm spell.
Okay.
Oh no! Oh no! Another wisdom saving throw. He's going
he could have
crazy.
passed it. Who knows what the DC is?
He's dead. Kilvin's gone.
It's too bad we're not recording it.
Oh, we're not
Yeah.
recording this session?
This makes for some good YouTube.
I'm not recording the whisper chat.
Oh, right. Let's role play for them.
Okay.
I'll be Snow.
Okay.
Kilvin, you walk into the forest. Oh, they're back.
We were role playing for you guys since you weren't being recorded.
Okay, so Kilvin, nothing happens during your watch other than you sitting there in your circle.
We've got a quick question for you, Mr. DM. Since we said like I was casting alarm on the ground and I wanted to know any surface within the 20-foot cube, would I have noticed when Kilvin got down or touched the edge of the cube or even walked back in?
Yes. Well, so did you specify? Because you have to specify who it triggers, right?
I said any creature that's my size or larger.
And you intended that to include the 3 of you, or the 4 of you.
Yeah.
Was that your intention?
Well, any creature that's my size or larger, I'd want to know if they entered or left or touched the ground. Yeah.
But, so you were intending, though, for the party members to be included in it?
I wanted to know if anything moved.
Okay.
I was wanting to be hyper vigilant.
So then, Tux, you're in your head as you're sleeping. Ping, you get a ping, and you wake up, and you see Kilvin walking off into the forest.
I see him exit the magic circle.
Yep.
Am I able to hear things outside of the magic circle?
Wait a minute. I thought nothing could exit the magic circle.
Nothing like Fey or Elemental or Demon-like or whatever.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, we don't classify. But if... I do want to slide down the tree and try to get a closer look, but I want to stay stealthed.
Okay. Go ahead and come into Whispers with me, then.
Okay.
And we're alone again.
I would love to go into Whispers if I can go to the right.
Yep.
Oh, I'm here. Okay.
I just brought you. Okay, so go ahead and make a stealth check. Are you gonna, like, follow behind, basically? And...
Yeah, exactly. I won't say anything yet, but I am very curious what Kilvin's doing.
Okay. As you follow him, you kind of follow close by, and you see Kilvin come out to sort of relatively small clearing in the woods. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
At natural. Holy fuck.
At disadvantage?
I
can go again.
Yeah, because technically it's like pitch black dark out with the trees and everything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, because dark vision, technically you only see dim light, which still gives you disadvantage. In complete darkness, you have dim light, which is still disadvantage.
Okay. And I can see dimness as if it was bright and darkness as if it were dim.
This is darkness, so because you have the canopy of the trees and it's nighttime. So okay. 15. You see Kilvin sitting there alone, and you can't make out much, but all of a sudden you see there's like a mist and a figure. You can't tell who the figure is. It looks like Kilvin and this figure exchange a few words. And then all of a sudden the figure like waves his hand in front of Kilvin, and then Kilvin turns around and heads back to camp. And that's all you get.
Is Kilvin like, is he seeing me coming?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stop him and ask what that was about. Should I go back to the other chat for that?
When are you stopping him?
As soon as he re-enters the circle, I want to say, "Hey, buddy,
Okay.
What was that about?"
So just say that you definitely were able to make it back before he got back, because you were fighting back. So just go ahead and do that as Kilvin approaches.
Okay.
I thought that's what he was trying to get
So
at.
Kilvin,
Yes.
as you approach, coming back, Tux, would you like? Yeah. As
you re-enter the circle, I stop you and I say, "Hey, buddy, what the hell was that about?"
What are you talking about?
I saw you talking to a mist.
No, you didn't. I haven't left the circle.
You're lying to me right now.
No, make an insight check, Tux.
You're outside it right now.
Insight.
Well, that 20 meant you heard every word.
Yeah, but it was a disadvantage, so I had to roll again.
Kilvin looks sure as he's ever been. You don't get the sense that he's lying at all.
What do you remember up before this point?
I have been sitting here watching you guys in the circle. That's all I've been doing. I'm making holy water.
Oh my god.
So like a metaphor for peeing.
Any more questions, or can I go to bed?
Can I ritual cast? No, this isn't a ritual cast. Fuck. Alright. And I don't have it prepared. Okay. Well, never mind. I'll ritual cast detect magic, though.
Okay. Don't sense any magic coming up, Kilvin, other than any magic item you might have on.
What about outside the circle? Where that mist was? Am I close enough to feel that?
You're not seeing anything.
Ren snores.
Very, very, very warily, I crawl back up into the tree. How much sleep did I get so far?
Make a perception check as you crawl back. Something catches your eye as you walk back to your tree. You pass by Raidriar sleeping on the ground, and you notice now what used to be just a few gray hairs here and there that you had noticed. His hair and his beard are now completely snow white.
Oh shit,
no.
kids.
I'll mention that to him in the morning. How much sleep have I gotten so far tonight?
I mean, at least 2 hours.
All right, I'm staying up the rest of the night watching Kilvin.
So you won't get the benefits of a long rest.
I understand.
So you won't regain spell slots, and you'll have to make a check to see if you take exhaustion.
I actually haven't used a spell slot yet. But
You really took that white hair thing in stride.
Oh, that's right. You got yeeted by Strahd, so...
Yeah. Also, yep, exactly. I don't mind staying up all night. I'm keeping an eye on Kilvin silently.
Okay.
And also, I guess I'll check to make sure Raidriar doesn't die.
Okay. So you're just going to take the rest of the watch, then?
Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to take the rest of the watch.
Ren expected to be woken up. Should I roll something to see if he wakes up anyways? Because odds are Ren's a pretty light sleeper.
I was still gonna wake you up. You're still second watch as far as I know.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'm just not gonna mention it. That was my original plan
So
anyway. I'm staying
you're
up
just
all
in the
night
tree?
watching. Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't trust this group anymore.
Okay.
I wake up Ren and I go to bed.
Okay. Ren wakes up and asks if there was anything up.
No,
No?
nothing special.
Cool. I glance at Raidriar.
Well, actually, yeah. Does my passive perception let me see that his hair is white now?
Oh, yeah. You noticed, definitely, for sure.
Okay. Alright, I mentioned, Raidriar got a lot older again.
Ren kind of does a double take and is like, should we wake him up and make sure he's alive?
Well, not that now he's an old man. Should let him get his beauty rest. He needs it.
All right, we're just casually accepting that he's old now. It did happen before, so this isn't unprecedented. Okay, I tell Kilvin I'll wake up Raidriar in 2 hours for his watch, and if he can barely get up, then I'll wake everybody up.
Okay. Sounds good.
Ren would like to. So has the magic circle worn off now?
Yes, it's only
only an hour. Yeah, and then did Tux tell me where the edge of his alarm was? Like, do I roughly know where that edge of the 20-foot diameter circle is, or whatever?
I mentioned that I was at the center of it.
You're at the center of it. Okay. What I'd like to do is go out of the fire light and kind of keep watch there so that I don't ruin my night vision.
Okay. So you're kind of just out.
I'm just out 20 feet or so, not outside of the alarm spell, but not staring at the campfire either.
Alrighty then.
Do I notice Tux awake in his tree, or are you pretending to be asleep?
I'm pretending to be asleep, but you can make a roll and probably not
I mean,
hiding
are
too
you
much.
searching for anything in particular, or
Me?
would you?
I'm keeping a
I'm talking
very
to-
close
I'm
guy on
talking-
all
I'm
three.
talking to
Oh,
Ren.
okay.
No, I expect him to be asleep.
Yeah,
So
Then your passive perception probably. We'll make a stealth check, Tux. It'll matter. If you roll under his passive perception, then he would notice. But
We're just trying to go to the fuck to sleep, and already 5
Yeah.
different things have happened tonight. All of them bullshit.
It's true.
I'm not sure what my passive perception is.
yeah, I don't think you. What's your
I think-
wisdom modifier?
Wisdom is just +2.
These are important things to learn, Raidriar.
Then
I mean, I think I just became a warlock, so
It's a pretty good chance of that.
Okay. Yeah, you don't notice Ren.
Okay. I keep watch.
Okay, make a perception check.
I perceive the wilderness. Or not.
The only thing that happens during your portion of the watch is you do hear the howl of a wolf in the middle of the night.
Okay.
But it does sound pretty far away.
Okay. I'm not worried if it sounds far away. Cool beans. Okay, if 2 hours passes, then I go over to Raidriar and go shake him on the shoulder, go, "Hey buddy, you doing okay, Santa Claus?"
how do I feel?
Sorry, my mom just came in. What'd you
Playing
say?
dragons, Mom. How do I feel?
Yeah, so I just went and shook Raidriar on the shoulder and said, "Wake up, Santa Claus, how do you feel?"
Okay, yeah, so Raidriar, you feel better than you ever have. You
Oh,
feel
no.
completely refreshed now. He doesn't look any older other than the hair. Raidriar, any negative you had on your max HP you can remove.
Oh.
Okay, I'm a warlock now.
Do you say that out loud to Ren?
Nope. I guess I would have just pulled out my sword and looked at my reflection in the steel, just like rubbing my face where the hair's turned white.
Ren looks at you and is like, "What's up, buddy? You went to bed with not white hair."
I hate this place. I'll take watch.
We can agree on that. Are you okay?
I mean, I feel fine.
All right. Well, as long as you're okay, then I guess I'm gonna get some more shut eye.
Okay.
Wake Tux up in 2 hours.
Okay. So first thing I want to do is kind of like under my breath and a little bit, like not moving away, but like in a direction away from the group. Say, if there are any ravens listening, we could use a hand right about now, if you're out there.
Suddenly, hundreds of ravens enter the clearing.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh?
You sit there for a little bit. For a little bit more. Nothing seems to be coming.
Okay. I pull out my sword again and I just look at my reflection more in the mirror, in the steel. I say,
Distracted by your beauty.
what about you? What do you offer?
Make a religion check.
2 + 0 skills.
Kind of looking. You think something tries to reach out, but then it goes away. You feel nothing.
What Tux is this?
Hmm?
Tux,
What?
are you still awake?
Yeah.
Are you watching this?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tuck said he was watching over the whole group, so he'd be seeing this. Make a perception check, Tux,
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
to see if you hear what Raidriar said. He just looks like he's looking at his sword.
Okay.
That's all you're managed to get.
White-haired Raidriar is mumbling to his sword in the middle of the night
You don't-
alone.
Technically, with that, you wouldn't even get that. You don't even hear him talking. Or anything.
Okay.
You just think he's looking at it.
Okay.
My rations are like probably meat, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Does
or
Raidriar know?
like hardtack meat,
Okay.
like
Does
dried
Raidriar-
meats. It's not good food for sure.
Ravens eat plants, right? And
Ravens eat
berries and
bugs.
nuts.
They're omnivorous.
Bugs and small rodents, and I don't think they eat any plants. They eat berries
Okay.
and seeds.
I'll put a small little piece of like hardtack, I guess, just out, not very far from the group, close enough to where an animal wouldn't be like, I'm gonna just run up there, all stealthy like and get it, but enough where a bird could probably do it.
Okay.
And just see if that helps a little bit.
Make.
I'll probably just leave that out for like 15 minutes, and if nothing happens, just put it away.
Goes over and eats it.
Okay. You wait. Nothing seems to come.
After about 10 minutes or
Okay,
so, if
pick it
nothing
up,
happens, just to check on Raidriar's intentions, I will send my Raven over to grab that food, assuming he won't notice that it's mine.
How long does Find Familiar... So...
Find Familiar stays up.
Well, it's a or how long does it last? Is it just forever?
It's until it dies, I assume, or I change it into a different familiar.
Can you concentrate while you're asleep?
It's not a concentration spell.
Oh.
Once you cast it. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, so yeah, you send so Raidriar, you sit there and a raven flies by and does start nomming on the hardtack you set out.
Was the original one that we saw that called out to us, did it have like blue things on its wings, or am I?
You couldn't tell from that.
Oh.
You did
Okay.
notice earlier that there was a blue-tipped raven seemingly leading you to places, but you couldn't tell if that was the same one.
Okay, I say, are you the one I'm looking for?
Was it Dutux?
My Raven wags its tail and then flies back away.
Wags its tail.
Like a
I
dog.
say, that's the creepiest looking raven I ever seen. These motherfuckers got tails.
Wait, I'm sorry, not a tail.
I hate this place so much, and I just continue my watch. Unbelievable.
Okay.
Tailed ravens.
Tail
Son
end.
of a bitch.
Tail end. Tail end.
Go ahead and make a perception check. Raidriar.
There's a magic circle isn't up anymore, is it?
No, it's only an hour long, so it's long gone.
Hey, how about that? A good roll.
24. You look and admire and take in all the sights of nature as you sit and watch. Nothing happens.
Perf.
Okay. I go ahead and I wake. Whose turn is it? Tux?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is Tux still up at this point?
Mm-hmm.
But he's pretending to not be.
Yeah, you don't
Okay.
notice him.
I go and think I wake Tux up.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks. Yeah. Appreciate it. Go get some sleep, Santa Claus. All
So
right.
Tux, it's just you. You doing anything?
Stabs all of us in our sleep, runs away.
I pull out a mirror, look at it, and I go, damn, I'm fine.
No, I'm not really doing anything.
Okay.
I'm waiting for that mist to come back, and I'm also keeping a pretty close eye on Kilvin. But other than that, no.
Alrighty. Go ahead and make a perception check. You're thinking about what you saw earlier, and you kind of can't really focus on keeping a good watch out, but nothing seems to transpire during your watch either.
Okay.
So with that, light begins to break towards the end of Watch Tux.
Wiki time.
All right. I slide down the tree and nudge everybody awake.
Cool.
Rise and shine, sleeping beauties.
Rise and slime.
Trying to go ahead and just bless the forge myself. Blah. Blah. What's what I see?
I eat a ration.
Okay, yeah, everybody go ahead and mark off a ration too.
Okay.
Well, Ren slept well.
And then
So we all.
Tux, I need you to make a Constitution check.
check.
Or saving throw, my bad.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. You manage to hold on for now, and you don't take a point of exhaustion.
Nice.
Lucky bastard.
Long rest, I assume.
Yep. Except for Tux. Everybody but Tux. Alrighty. So, that brings us back to traveling.
I don't like that whenever you take a long rest, it like deletes my -10 that I have in my temporary
I don't know
health,
why.
I remember.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that. But, so, y'all are back up and just hitting the road again, even though there is no road. So, how are you all taking care of this next section here?
Ren would like to poke Raidriar's head real quick to make sure that his hair is like, I don't know. Ren's concerned.
Can I help you?
Why is your hair white, man?
I have no idea.
What? That's terrifying. You're very calm about this situation, and so is everyone else.
I'd be more freaked out, but I feel normal.
I mean,
I feel pretty good, actually.
Pretty, all right.
I just look at myself in the sword again. Do I look aged, or is it just my hair changing color?
Just your hair. And
Just your hair.
you feel more, you have more vitality than you have in, like, ever since you got into contact with those hags, basically. You feel that whatever they had cursed you with has been lifted.
Shit. Wait, all right. So does Ren notice that whatever curse he had on him is lifted? Because I'm real curious about how to lift curses.
I mean, unless Raidriar says he feels great.
He did say he feels pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Would I pick up on that?
If any of you have your HP reduced, you can, like, feel, like, the sort of, like, the lingering effect.
Did the voice and presence feel like the same one that tried to reach out during the hack fight?
You didn't notice that one, I thought.
Well, I've
Ren
felt-
described that to you.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
I did describe it to you.
It did feel, like, similar to the one that you had felt in Vallaki before you left for the lake.
The one where I was attempting to reach out.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'll mention that for sure. Yeah.
Oh, that's really interesting. Do any of us have any expertise
Hey,
that would
Kilvin.
tell us why
Yo.
that's happening?
I just wave my hand in front of my face, and I'm like, "Do you know any god that does this? God of old people?
God of old people?
God of geriatric care?"
God of
Off the top
nursing
of my
homes.
head, let me pray about it for a minute.
Make a religion check, Kilvin.
Okay.
You know from your studies as a cleric that physical changes due to some sort of divine power are very rare, and when they do happen, it's like a seriously devout follower.
You either made a deal with the devil, or you've been blessed by your god. Or both.
Or
Not
both.
mutually exclusive.
Ren looks
I
at
felt-
Raidriar. I don't know. Do you feel like a patron saint now?
I described my dream out to Kilvin.
Okay.
And
And I'll say,
Sounds-
Raidriar, the presence in your dream, you got the sense it felt very kingly.
yeah,
It's like there was a way to describe it.
yeah.
I
So is
will.
there a king god? He told me, he said words like, he was struggling to communicate, but it was like, what are you doing, Ren? It was like, replace, power, or no, ruler, replace, price, and then accept. Actually, no, I don't say, I don't mention accept.
Okay.
There's ruler, replace, price.
Sounds like you've paid the price to replace somebody.
Hmm.
I don't know who that might be, but
Well, I mean, if anyone, it would be the dude. It'd be Strahd, right?
could be. Yeah. But I don't think
We all
Strahd
wanna
really
get rid of
does
him, right?
dreams.
Well, I doubt this was from him. I don't think he wants someone else to come in and replace him.
I don't know. Maybe he's tired of his old shtick.
Did the presence in the chair feel like the one that I was talking to, or someone else? Like the person I saw was the subject that I was supposed to replace.
It felt like the communication was coming from the figure in the chair.
Okay.
Interesting. All right. Well, Ren is keen to understand more about that because he doesn't like being cursed.
Well, no, I imagine we didn't see any chapels to actual gods besides the ones that we saw. But were there any actual specific gods being worshipped in Vallaki?
The only god that you've heard mentioned would be the Morning Lord, which is basically just your standard. It's basically the deity that everybody reveres as sort of like the good deity in Barovia. People pray to him for like good health, good harvest, stuff like that. Basically, it's basically the only one you've encountered, and it seems to be the only one that people tend to sort of worship.
Okay, so it's probably not that guy, I assume.
Nah, you never know.
Well, I mean, my thinking is Strahd wouldn't allow someone who could actually pose a threat to him to go and be worshipped.
I mean, he may not have a choice.
I don't know.
He has power over Vallaki, that's for sure.
Oh, you mean in the town? Gotcha.
Yeah, he wouldn't allow their worship.
Yeah. Or maybe he can't stop them.
I don't know.
Well, let's just keep an eye out in the future.
There's a church or something that we're going to in Kresk, like some miracle worker guy. Maybe he'll know more about it.
Hopefully.
Tux, are you saying or doing anything?
Yeah, is Kilvin leading the pack right now?
I don't know, Kilvin, are you?
That's somewhat. How long are we sitting around eating? Because if I've got time, I want to do one more piece of my scale plate or my plate mail.
Okay, yeah, I'll say you guys kind of hang around for an hour eating, catching up.
Oh, you're making plate mail?
So go ahead and make another piece. Just keep in mind that does use your channel divinity.
Yep.
Oh, you're using that to make 15 individual pieces?
Yeah, it's half as cheap and it takes half as long, but it takes my channel divinity. I can either make it by hand or I can do this.
So go ahead and mark off your next piece.
I am 1/3 of the way there.
If you can make me like some super mega ultra armor, that'd be real swell.
Just make a mech suit, roll into Strahd, roll into Castle Ravenloft.
Just put water guns on my
roll
arm.
Roll to Castle Ravenloft into Gundam.
Yeah, just like, Strahd, you fucking nerd.
Where's my goddamn money?
Like a holy steam cannon.
Please. Give me a chance to owe money to
turn Raidriar into Stroheim from JoJo.
Yes.
Guten Abend, Scheiße.
Okay. Anyways, so how are you guys doing?
Just so you asked, or just because you asked, no, Tux is just eating quietly with a little bit more unrest than usual.
Okay.
All right. So marching order.
Yep. And how are you guys doing this next stretch of traveling?
Ren usually walks in the back.
Well, and like this is another skill challenge, basically. So you guys start heading out again.
As soon as we head off, assuming Kilvin is in front, I pull Raidriar back and I whisper to Raidriar and Rin, just so you're aware, our boy Kilvin might have made a deal with the devil last night. He claims not to remember it, but
What happened?
He was talking with a mist outside of the magic circle.
Are you trying to keep this hidden from Kilvin that you're talking to them about this?
Yeah, I'm trying to use as few words as possible.
Kilvin?
Yeah.
With your passive perception, as Tux kind of, you definitely catch
Yeah,
that
Christ.
Tux is saying something about you to the other two. You don't know what, but you definitely know it's happening.
All right, as soon as that's done, I push Raidriar forward and I keep walking.
Do I know it's like? Did I hear my name at least?
Yeah, you hear your name.
Okay. All right, I stop and I turn around. I look at all the other three, just stare them all down, kind of slowly in turn. What do you have to say about me?
Ren's confused.
I tell Kilvin, I don't know if you're lying or if you were possessed last night, but you definitely made a deal with the devil, and I'm definitely keeping my eye on you.
What devil are you talking about?
Is it the
You
devil
walked
himself?
outside of the magic circle and talked to the white mist, or talked to some purple mist, and when you came back, you either lied about it or you genuinely didn't know.
Okay.
I don't know if you're putting us all at danger or not, but I figured they had a right to know.
Do you have any way to tell if I'm telling the truth or not?
Did you see the clip I sent you, Snow?
No.
Oh.
I do, but I don't know if I want to waste a spell slot on it. Actually, yeah, I do.
Okay.
Tell me the truth. Do you
So
remember
can
what?
you can choose to fail the saving throw. By the way, you don't have.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I tell if he
failed it.
fails the saving throw?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I tell Kilvin, tell me the truth. Do you remember leaving the magic circle last night?
So Kilvin, go ahead. Tell the truth.
I did not leave the magic circle last night.
Bum bum bum. Plot twist.
I promise you did.
Okay. Then I've been bewitched.
Well, I'll keep an eye out for you. You
Appreciate
seem like you seem like you genuinely don't remember it. So I guess I don't not trust you, but something happened last night and we might be in danger now.
I mean, we've never not been in danger since you left here, so what's changed?
Fair
That is
enough.
also true.
And he turns around and moves on.
Fair enough.
All right, conversation over.
So go ahead. Someone, whoever wants to make the survival check for navigation.
I'll do it. Well, if Kilvin says that we should go do something, we are going to not do it.
So yeah.
Or at least something out of character.
Raidriar, you're kind of looking at the map and like you're looking around and nothing makes sense. You're like, what? There should be a river here, but there isn't. I'm
gonna help him look over. Help him navigate. See if we can see the river.
Is that guidance?
Yeah. Trying to give it flavor instead of just saying, "Oh, well, never mind."
Yeah, you don't see a river in sight. Nowhere
Weren't
near.
we just at? Weren't we walking around along the lake's
Oh,
coast?
we've wandered off.
Yeah.
Okay.
you
Well,
guys-
then
How
I
did
want to
we
try
st-
to.
How did we lose a lake?
I want to try to assess the stars and the sun and everything around us and try to determine which way might be south. Looking at the nature of this area.
Make a perception check.
Oh, that's not what I was
That's not
going
going
for.
to be nature is more like trying like.
Okay, I'm looking for any
We can see
plants.
the sun. We can tell what direction we're going.
Okay, well, I'm looking for like any of the terrain to try to figure out if.
Landmarks.
Okay, yeah, landmarks. Looking for anything that might symbolize water might have eroded at some point and is now further in a certain direction. I don't know.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Go downhill would be the way to go.
Okay, I'll make a perception check. Okay.
You do look and you look ahead and you swear, looking through the forest, you almost see like a cliff wall.
Oh, like we're at the bottom of a cliff?
Yeah.
That's new. Can I send my raven up to try to assess? Well, okay. What's at the top of the cliff is what I want my raven to figure out.
So your raven flies over, and this cliff wall looks to be about 50, 60 feet tall.
Okay.
Of sort of like this jagged rock. You can't. It spreads out in both directions, pretty far, and kind of like curves a little bit. It'd be quite a detour to try to like walk around it.
Can Ren try? Sorry, go finish what you were going to say.
Yeah. So, and then on the top, it just appears to be more wilderness, and then eventually, like, it slopes up to sort of this like smaller mountain in this range.
Okay, so beyond this cliff is just a regular path, so we basically need to continue by climbing up this cliff.
As far as you can tell.
Okay.
Okay, so can Ren try to tie his rope to an arrow and shoot his arrow over the cliff? Kind of just hoping that it.
So you guys haven't reached the cliff yet. Tux just like saw it from a distance, unless Tux.
Okay.
Yeah. I do notice a cliff. I let everyone know that I see that the only way through is up.
So yeah, so
Through the path we're supposed to go?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that don't seem fucking right.
Yeah.
Aren't we supposed to be near a lake?
I'm feeling quite perceptive right now.
Lol.
But I mean, we could take the path to the cliff south, and that might lead us back to the river.
But we can't really tell what direction we're going, right? Because we can't see the sun.
Oh, okay.
We don't know if the cliff is running north-south. So I say let's try and...
So yeah, you guys kind of head forward, and you guys can see it now, and you do come to basically this.
How does the cliff face look? Like, how climbable does it look without any rope?
It's pretty steep. You could do it probably, but it'd be difficult and be precarious.
What about if I use my pitons as like climbing hooks, basically?
Yeah, you could do that to make it a lot easier.
Okay. I look at the group and I say maybe I can get up far enough to see something useful, to see whether or not we actually need to go to the top of this cliff or not. So Ren would like to try to climb up the cliff a little bit.
Shouldn't we be going the opposite direction of a cliff? I mean, if we're seeing cliffs, we're probably up north near the mountains.
That's true, but if I can climb this cliff a little bit, if it doesn't seem impossible to me, then I would be able to for sure say which direction we need to go.
Yeah, if
True.
you can scale it,
I just feel like there's
go for
something
it.
very specific about this cliff.
You might find something if you scale it.
Yeah, I'd like to try and climb above the tree line up the cliff. I don't know. You said it's 50 feet tall?
Yeah.
And the trees are probably 20 or 30?
Yeah, about, yeah.
Okay, so I'd like to try to climb above the trees, at least.
Okay.
With my pitons.
Go ahead and make a acrobatics check at advantage.
Damn.
So 20. Easy. It's easy for you, man. No problem at all. You climb up. You get about like just above the tree line. You're like, I could go farther.
Yeah. If I'm on a roll and I'm just smoking this thing, then I probably just shimmy up to the top.
Okay, you get up to the top and you look. Okay, so at this current position, looking around, you see directly across, sort of like if you were to stand parallel, your body parallel to this cliffside, right? Straight across it goes, and you're looking at the mountains, and you assume basically the area you came from. To your right, you can actually see the lake fairly far in the distance, which is soon to be Lake Zarovich. Which you kind of get, okay, well, that would be east then. So you kind of get your bearings that way. You knew the road was south. Looking south...
Wait, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you. So, Oeast is on the map, is not toward... South is the lake compared to where we should be.
So where you're looking, you think you're about like right here.
Okay, and I'm standing on a cliff looking... Can I tell what direction I'm facing if I just look straight out from the cliff straight ahead?
Here, let me get some drawing tools. This will make it better. So the cliff that you see... So this is the cliff that you are looking at from where you are. Sort of like right there. The cliff that you see you're standing on is like that. And you're
okay.
As you look, and you're standing like...
Cool. Gotcha. That makes sense.
For some reason, it's not letting me draw now. But you're standing on it like right there. So you see the lake to your east. And you see that it would be a shorter distance, basically, the way that this cliff's set up, to try to traverse the cliff if you're trying to get to the road quicker.
Okay.
You could go around it, but it would add a decent amount of time to your journey. You do not see this river anywhere.
Oh.
You actually look and you see the lake. There isn't even a river connected here.
That map guy, what a fraud. Or it was Rictavio, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
Okay, so I belly crawl to the edge of the cliff and try to yell down to the guys like, it looks like it would be faster to climb the cliff. What do you think?
Thinking you lost your marbles.
Why?
There's a road.
We don't see any road.
Behold.
You don't see it anywhere.
Do we? Yeah, we don't see that road. We don't even see that.
Do we see where it should be?
We don't even see the river.
Oh.
But I can tell that the lake is directly east of us.
What do we see over here then?
You just see woods. You're looking in that direction. You just see woods.
and Ren just sees woods too.
Yeah.
And then
Bird
what
and a
happens if I
professional
turn
mountain climber
around?
both think it's best to go
You
this way.
get the sense that this map, the scale is real bad. Like,
Okay.
What happens when I look behind me? Like when Ren looks at what's behind him on the cliff.
make a perception check.
Yeah.
Actually, no, you don't have to do that. You see, actually, eventually it comes to, like you see, like the elevation goes up basically and turns into like a small mountain almost.
Okay,
From
and that
where
would be
you're
like
at,
that would be like in that direction.
yep, you don't see this lake at all. From this, basically, behind you is obscured by this small mountain.
Okay, but I see a small mountain behind us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I look down at the group again and I go, something tells me we should go up this cliff. It seems like this would be a shortcut to where we're going. Otherwise, we're going to have to find our way down there through the woods again.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that. Let's go.
Can I secure my 100 feet of rope to something sturdy and tack it down with some pitons or something and throw it down to the group?
Kilvin, I'm also going to assume that you've been chucking your armor pieces into the bag of holding.
Did they
Because
fit in there?
that's a lot of heavy shit.
Yeah,
to
for
carry.
hiking, yeah, my armor's off.
Yeah.
Does the bag of holding open that wide?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like 2 feet across or something.
Okay.
You'd be
Cool.
with the if he's building it individual pieces, he could fit them in there.
Okay, cool. Wait, if it's 2 feet across, you could totally fit a human in there.
Yeah, but I can't. I know you're not supposed to. If I remember the description of the bag of holding.
Well, I'm gonna look that up because if it's 2 feet across, I might just try shoving somebody in there for funsies just to see if
Put
they.
Tux in there and then throw the bag up to make it easier.
They can only survive like up to a minute or something.
Oh, really?
Actually,
Oh,
Raidriar,
probably.
if you jump in the bag, I can use Mage Hand to carry you up.
True.
How about you all? If I throw the bag down, you all just get in the bag, and then the last person to get in, just tie the bag to the rope, and I'll pull you all up.
Can we do
So,
that?
fuck?
How are you scaling this cliff?
I throw the rope down to them
Okay,
for them to use.
How tall is the cliff?
50
about
feet.
50, 60 feet.
Oh, just tie the two ropes together. Bada bing, bada boom.
He's 100 feet of rope. He's fine.
Yep,
Yeah.
we're good.
There we go.
So everybody make either athletics or acrobatics checks at advantage. Because it's still a fairly steep cliff, and you'd not like.
Hey,
Raidriar
okay,
also
I'll if I can.
Tux definitely gets it.
Hey,
Yeah,
look at
dang,
this.
you all, yeah. Easily enough, you all managed to climb up and scale this cliff, and you kind of see what Raidriar is seeing now.
Ren.
Or Ren, yeah.
Yeah.
Don my armor again, and if I can
Okay.
have help, it'll take me like a minute.
Okay.
Well, I figured you had your armor on. I'm talking about the.
Oh,
extra-
the stuff I'm making. Yeah.
I figured you're just every time you just chuck it in the bag when you're done.
Sounds good.
All right, well, let's
Do
continue
we see
forward.
any interesting? Do we see any interesting plants around that might be useful for medicinal or other magical purposes in this crazy land out here that where there are mystery cliffs?
Are you specifically searching for it?
I just thought of it
Like
right now.
any
so I guess
obscure
right now-
landmarks that look different than
Yes.
what's on the map? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying like plants that we might recognize.
Do I recognize any plants for making, I don't know, potions like I had previously?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Make a forging survival. Make a survival check.
Rainier, you or me? I'll give guidance. Probably makes more sense.
I was thinking of it just now, so let's say we're breaking for lunch or something and doing it, and I can try it. I don't really have any perks for nature, but
I get it's survival, not nature. All right. doesn't matter.
oh shit. Here you go, Mubby. You can take the 3 if you
You
want.
search around for a bit, and you don't really notice. I mean, you see interesting plants, but you can't really tell if any of them would be useful at all. I mean, this place is pretty unique to you so far. So you gather that even if you were to find plants, that you probably wouldn't know what to do with them.
Even with a mad +2.
Yeah, even with a map.
You said that all the plants here are unusable?
Just you that he hasn't found any that are.
We just start wildly eating everything. Okay. Then I look at the group and I say, all right, see what I mean? There's the lake, and we want to go west. So...
Don't we want to go south?
No, we want to... Oh, wait, well...
Oh, yeah, we do want to... We do want to try to go south.
Well, we're looking for that lake, right? We're looking for the lake with the castle in the middle?
Try to get to the road, because who doesn't want to travel on a road?
Yeah, we wanted to cross over here and get to this road as we traveled over here.
Roads are for bitches.
So you're currently like right here. You
Okay, well, then we could still head south based on the shape of those cliffs.
Yeah, we're going southwest.
Excuse me, south. Yeah, southwest. We're going southwest. All right.
Okay.
March.
You guys travel a bit more, and go ahead and just for now make a survival check. Someone for navigation.
I haven't done it yet, so I can go, even though it's the lowest, unless someone else wants to go.
No, I'll help you point some stuff out. And,
I can't, right? Because I already did that.
Hey, we die.
Yeah, you.
Maybe not.
Plus four. Huh?
Tux, you're not really one who's at least navigated a whole lot, and at one point you looked down and you didn't even notice, but you had the map upside down.
Fuck.
Not that the map is any use at all now.
And you guys travel. Eventually, you do come upon one. Make a perception check, Kilvin. Actually, with your passive perception, you notice it. You sniff the air a little bit and get the waft of something rotting.
Whose ring is this, by the way?
Okay.
I think that's from when you cast suggestion or something. It's not mine. But that's my ring. Oh, maybe it is my ring. I don't think it's my ring.
I think it's mine. I think it's one I did when I Medic Circle.
Oh, okay.
So, Kilvin, and you know where it's from. Okay, the sense it's kind of towards ahead of where you guys are going.
Okay. I smell something dead ahead. Well, something dead ahead.
I'm gonna look for it.
Okay, make a perception check.
I'm not looking for a dead corpse. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm confused how that's different than investigation, but I won't question you.
Well, are you like... So investigation is like nearby, or if you're like specifically studying an object almost, or searching for something in the sense of like a specific thing.
Okay.
Perception is like if you're trying to like see where something is or look for something that might be off in the distance, right?
Okay.
Ren is also very interested in finding the source of that smell.
Yeah. Go ahead and you can make a perception check as well.
Now that I've smelled it, do I hear or notice anything on the air, like a beast of some sort nearby? Okay.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. It's easy to find. You see a little bit ahead of you, come across what appears to be an elk carcass.
Damn.
It seems thoroughly gutted and like cleared out of any useful meat. And there's large gash marks on the side of it.
Cool.
Is it warm?
Lick it. Make a tongue check.
Now, this would be an investigation check because you're like
my passive investigation's 15. I don't know if that matters.
This is because it's more like an active thing. Okay. So
does passive investigation ever come into?
I mean, passive investigation would be like if you're just like reading a book and notice something or something like that. These are definitely claw marks. It's not warm.
Okay.
It's probably been. You can't really get a good estimation of how long it's been dead, but it's been you figure it's been at least a day or two.
So it's claw marks, but it's gutted with it like cleanly or just eaten.
It looks like something ate it.
It looks like something ate it, but carefully, if that makes any sense, like purposefully.
Interesting. Okay.
Does it still have its antlers?
Yes, it does.
How big are they?
It's an 8-point.
Nice. I take them. I cut them out of its head.
Make a survival check.
A survival check? I just want to knife them. All right. Hold on. Where's survival? That's at the bottom. Here we go.
Okay. Go ahead. Add a pair of antlers to the bag.
Nice. Excellent.
Can I look about and see whatever tracks exist around here?
Make a survival check.
Did you say that it was What is it? A moose or a?
Looking around, it seems that any tracks that were here, I mean, there's a lot of foliage here and stuff, and it seems like you see there's like trampled like bushes and stuff, but you don't see anything specific tracks or anything you could like make out. Hello?
Hello.
Sorry,
Hello?
Hi.
no one was, so I thought I disconnected.
Snow, go put spaces in my rack of elk antlers.
I will after the session.
All right.
I cast Fireball to clear a path. No, that's not what I do.
Fuck.
I use the bathroom. We're right back.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, can I take a quick break too?
Yeah, go ahead. Anybody who wants to. Okay.
So what are we doing now?
We're back.
So, as you continue on for about an hour. Eventually, by you hear a rustling in the bushes.
Shing,
Take out your weapon.
shing.
What are your?
Is that a boner or
What do you want it to be?
Does your boner shing?
does yours not?
Absolutely.
Yours doesn't.
Anyways,
Does it sound like a weapon sound, or it's just a?
just rustling.
I back away from the wrestling.
Okay. And then immediately soon after, two young, sort of like in their 20s men walk out of the bush. Their clothes are all tattered up. One of them's carrying a fairly decently sized pack. And they put their hands up and go, whoa, 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 whoa. It's so good to see. Oh my god, we've been lost in here for, I don't even know how long.
Oh shit.
A little wary of these guys, and with my spellbook prepared and behind my back, I walk up with a calm expression on my face and say, "Hey, are you guys all right?"
In here, we're outside.
Me and my brother here, we're apothecaries over in Kresk, and sometimes we go out to these woods because there's some rare materials that we gather, and we got lost. And you notice now that there's a real strong musky smell coming off these guys, and they go, "You guys are brave coming out around these parts without any protection."
God damn it.
I always.
It's always
without
some shit.
protection.
Do you guys not have the ointment that typically is used?
What ointment?
No.
Werewolves stalk these places.
Oh.
We have.
We're new in town.
We make this sort of material, and you probably smell it. Keeps their noses off you.
Oh.
His noses.
Do I know? Can I think back or recall werewolves being mentioned ever while we were passing through Vallaki or anything like?
Oh yeah, they definitely did. We heard a rumor of werewolves in a cave to the north.
Oh no. Okay.
Do you guys? We have some extra if you need some.
Yes, that would be very kind of you.
That would be nice. Do you know the way to Kresk?
You just said we've been lost for days in this woods. We were
What?
hoping that you knew where you were going.
Great. Well,
Well, if you sell us or you give us some of your werewolf
Well, here you can have some
repellent.
for free if you help us get out of this
Of
place.
course, yes, that's exactly what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
cool beans.
What are your names?
This is I'm Falcon, and this is Alec.
Falcon. I'm gonna call you.
Falkon.
I'm gonna call you Captain.
All right.
Don't,
Well, we're heading
please.
south towards the path now. If we can find the path that leads us back towards Kresk, we'd be happy to.
You guys
What?
look pretty armed.
Well, there are werewolves around.
Do you have any silver weapons that might help?
I have a silver weapon. Ren waves it around in the air like a stick.
That's good. Any other ones?
Give us.
Yes.
Do you have any other channel divinities?
Well, not today. No.
Oh, we could have one tomorrow.
I don't know. Hopefully, it won't take a day to get back to the road, but. Anyways, here you all are, and they hand you like 4 bottles of this dark, liquid, musky smelling stuff.
Tasty.
Well, hopefully
how,
we
mu-
won't need it.
How much?
Go ahead and just splash the whole thing all over yourselves. It'll come out in a few days probably, but it's better than being eaten alive.
Okay, well, let's not waste any time getting back to the
These
path.
guys don't seem like they're lying, right?
Make an insight check. I mean, they look tired, and they look like they're ready just to get out of this place.
Can I ask an out of game question? What do apothecaries do / make?
Potions,
they like-
ointments, pills.
That's what they do. Okay.
Like your old school pharmacist.
Okay. Cool beans.
Okay, yeah, I'll dab some repellent on me.
Okay.
Yeah. Ren
Yeah, you all
also.
got this musky smell now, and they go, good.
All right.
Hopefully
And
keep it on.
While I'm at it, I ask Raidriar if I can see his greatsword for a second. And I ritual cast magic weapon.
Hey,
Is
buddy.
that a ritual weapon? Or ritual?
Oh shit!
Yeah, let's wait till we need that shit.
Fuck. Okay, never mind. I can't do it anyway.
Tell you
I
what,
saw
I'll let you
concentration.
I'll let you hold on to it.
I don't have it prepared. I thought it was a ritual spell.
Oh.
That would be a good-ass ritual spell.
Now we know. All right. Can we ask Captain and Alec are there any landmarks in this forest? Do you know how far you usually wander? How long does it usually take you to go from Kresk to where you gather herbs?
We lost the cliffside. If we could find that, if you follow the cliffside, eventually you'll come to a point that you can scale down, and it's pretty close to the road.
All right. We know where that is. How far have we traveled from the cliffside? A couple hours?
An hour or two, yeah.
All right.
Well, you think you could probably make your way back to it.
Yeah, I say we know where that is. We just scaled up the cliffside.
Have you seen any signs of werewolves around here?
We
Yes.
absolutely have, and I pull out the antlers and say, "This poor fellow was lunch yesterday."
Well, shit. Okay. We probably don't want to head back that way. Is there any way that you think we could reach the cliff different way? Or?
Well, if we came here just fine, we could probably go back the same way with the same ease. If it was in
Okay.
the area.
I mean, honestly, at this point, I guess, yeah, we'll listen to anybody. We just following sounds like a good
What's
thing.
that supposed to mean?
Can-
Listen to anybody.
Can we? Okay, so did we basically traveled? Our intention was to travel southwest, so we would be returning north-oeast.
Yeah.
Can we just go straight oeast instead of north-oeast
You could attempt to, yeah.
to try and because if the cliff kind of curves down where we thought the river was, I pitched that plan to Tweedledee and his brother.
They're
Yeah.
cool with it. Then yeah, I'm cool with it. I said let's go.
Okay.
All right.
So
So
whoever wants to, go ahead and make a survival check.
yeah, and can if we
Okay.
were walking away from the cliffs, can Ren try to get a better vantage point, climb a tree real quick, see if he can tell which direction accurately is oeast, despite the fact that we
I'll
just
say make an
180
acrobatics
degrees.
check to climb a tree.
I'm going to
Yep.
use inspiration.
Well, hold on. So Ren, you make that. Raidriar, go ahead and roll your survival at advantage, and then you can
Oh.
decide use your.
How do I get rid of these?
You have Ren like looking out on top of a tree. Kind
just
of pointing.
click on it and click
there we go.
delete, the key delete.
Yeah. So with Ren pointing out on top of the tree here, and you kind of like following where he's going, you guys manage. It takes about half an hour only, and you do reach this edge of this cliff, and you see Alex step up and go, oh, "There we go. I think we know the way back from here. This doesn't look too familiar to me, but I'm pretty certain if we head right this way, eventually it should come to a curve, and we can descend there, and the road should be closed."
Pause.
I said, oh.
Hold on. I look at the brothers and I'm like, "How did you end up on top of the cliffs by accident?
Well,
If you were originally
Well, they probably went.
I said we climbed up here because this is where a lot of the good in the
Oh,
elevation.
you did? Oh, okay. I missed that. Sorry.
Elevation is where a lot of the better herbs grow that we.
Is there anything we should stop for to gather while we're here before we climb down?
We gathered a little bit, but we haven't been able to find much. I mean, that's how it gets, when it gets close to the winter months here.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, your call. You're the apothecary.
Probably going to be a cold one, too. It's not going to be good.
Why is that?
I
To
mean,
both
because
implications of what you said.
it's just, it's colder than it normally is around now. And
I don't-
Barovian winters, not fun, let me tell you what.
Hey,
There's no snow, but damn does it get cold.
you see, if you wouldn't mind looking at our map real quick, you seem to know this area well. Could you point out to us what's wrong with it? We tried to use it and follow this river, but it doesn't seem to exist.
Yeah, I don't know why that river's there. I never even heard of something like that.
Can we make changes to this map that are permanent, like your drawings and stuff?
There might be able... I might have to download a module to give you guys access to drawing.
If you draw on it
if,
for now,
if
that
you as
would
the
be
DM
enough.
make a
You could
change,
use-
then
yeah.
it'll be permanent.
Okay.
You could do templates for now,
Okay.
Okay.
just to mark stuff.
Yeah. Cool beans.
So they say that river doesn't exist. Between the Lake Zarovich and Lake Baratok. They do say, looking at it, they said they've heard of a tower on the lake, but most people are pretty wary of magic, so people try to avoid it.
Is it on the path back to Kresk, the way you're about to go?
There is a on the road that we'll reach. There is eventually a crossroads where you can take to either head towards Kresk or towards Lake Baratok.
Cool.
Oh, is it this one?
Sorry, I'm trying to go back between the actual map and and they say that's about where it's at.
Well, at least that's correct.
Although it's closer on the road than what that map says.
Okay. Well, if we can get to that point at least, that's probably where we'll decide to part ways, because we need to stop by there anyway.
Sounds good.
Okay, so...
What are your names again? We can put a word out for you.
Oh, shit. I say my name is Ben,
Okay.
not Ren.
I'm Tux the Rock Gnome.
Sometimes it's hard to get into Kresk. We're pretty insular. But I mean, if they know that you helped us out,
We're pretty infamous for saving towns and being general heroes.
I can imagine with gear like that.
It's a hobby.
But yeah, they call me Tux the Rock Gnome. It's a pleasure to meet you.
All right, Tux, good to meet you.
You can call me Kilvin.
Should we continue?
Yeah, can we ask them, would it be better to walk along the up side of the cliff or climb down it first and then walk towards the road?
I mean, I'd say it's probably going to be better to walk alongside the cliff. We probably might be able to spot the road eventually if we do that.
All right, let's do that then.
Okay. So you guys start traveling alongside of this cliff, and for quite a while, but you have the cliffside as a good landmarker. So about 4 or 5 hours later,
Okay.
you do come to sort of you noticed it's been curving more, and you do see a road similar to the ones you've been traveling on down a ways. You can see like a little path through this woods. The road is still covered on woods on both sides.
Scary.
But yeah, it looks to probably be about, once you descend the cliff at this point, it's probably another 30-hour-minute walk. And he says,
I'm sorry, 30 hours or 30 minutes?
30 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's a 30-hour minute.
All right. Well, let's roly-poly towards that road.
So I'm sorry, we did make it to the road after 4 to 5
Yeah,
hours?
so you're on the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
Looking down from the cliff, you can see the road about a half an hour away if you were to scale down the cliff.
You guys ready to scale?
So you guys got to get down this cliff.
Ask
Do
the
we see if if we kept going, is there a way to curve down gently?
No,
Or is
it's
sphere?
still, yeah.
Okay.
Well, we can use the road.
You see Alec kind of reach into his pack and pulls out two sets of sort of these like pick-like things with
Oh.
ropes, and you see.
Yeah, you guys probably know a better way to do this than we do.
They're experienced.
Yeah, getting down isn't too bad, and you notice it isn't as steep here, even it still is.
Would it be good to tie a rope to something secure and use that to help us get down safely? Because we've got a lot of rope.
You could, but I don't know how you get the rope back.
Well, if we ever need to get up the cliff again, it's not like rope is made of gold.
Yeah,
All right.
kind of is.
If you're willing to lose some rope, it's about 50 feet down.
Can I expend 50 feet of rope instead of 100?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm willing to do that. Then we would still have 50 feet in case we needed it.
okay. And you see Alec and Falcon using their tools here. They begin to descend. Go ahead and everybody make an athletics or acrobatics at advantage using the rope to climb down.
Great.
Okay, yeah, you all managed to easily enough
Phew.
get down. And after about 45 minutes, you break the tree line and come onto a familiar gravel road.
Oh no, not the gravel road. Is there any fog?
Well, no, like the roads you've been traveling on.
Hey, Ren, keep an
Okay.
eye out for pickled ghoul tongues.
Yeah, those are fucking useful.
They go, well, should we continue? And they point this way. Should be this way. Eventually, we'll come to the crossroads.
Absolutely.
I start digging in the road for mystery items.
Make an investigation check.
I was just kidding, but if you really want me to.
Alec turns around and goes, is he okay?
He's had some
It's
bad
It's worked for him
experiences.
before, but
Oh, okay.
you
don't
never know
find
what
it
you find in gravel.
on gravel.
Ren looks disappointed. He's like, I was sure there was something here.
Looking through, you pull up a strange-looking deck of cards.
What?
No, I'm kidding. So yeah, you guys travel. It's walking. It's probably another 2 to 3 hours even from this point. So
Do you know what
it's,
time it is?
yeah, it's probably at this point with all the traveling and stuff you're doing. It's probably like 6-ish, 5 to 6-ish. It's
Okay.
done a lot of traveling.
Oh,
Fortunately,
I also
you guys
want
have been doing pretty well because if you guys were rolling bad, it would have been exhaustion.
Okay.
I want to point out that when I pulled that rack of elk antlers out of the bag of beholding, like the two apothecaries did not bat an eye.
And
I find that interesting because it's a bag that's not as big as the antlers I pulled out, so they should think I'm a magician.
Oh? Do you have
I
an
don't
idea
think
how to
it's
use
still a
this?
sack. Still a big sack.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it's
it
still
is.
big. It's 4 feet long. It's 2 feet wide and like 4 feet long. It's like a
Oh.
it's like a sack. It's not.
Oh, I was picturing
Yeah.
like a fucking coin pouch.
You're fucking
This ain't a
Santa
purse,
with a
this
magic
is a-
bag, buddy.
This is a big
Awesome.
potato sack.
Awesome. I need to give it to Raidriar. He's the one with white hair. All right. So I
I've
guess
got
we
a
keep
disguise
going
kit
then?
too. We could give you like a red cape or
Absolutely excellent.
And as you're traveling, Alec turns around to you, Ranger, and goes, "I don't mean to pry, but you seem kind of young to have that Snow White of hair."
Then don't.
Okay, sorry I asked.
I'm messing with you. Yeah. It's weird.
I'm
Family
Santa.
thing? Family thing?
I don't think so. Honestly, I'm not terribly sure. Do you have any idea that I kind of woke up with it like this? I woke up like this, if you will.
Do you like?
I might be born with it.
He just goes, no, I've not heard anything like that.
Have they really?
Make an
I'm asking
insight
for an
check.
insight check. Yeah.
They seem
Oh,
pretty
that's awesome.
confused.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Fuck you.
Lol.
Okay. So eventually you guys do come to a crossroads and there's a sign here. One that points back says Valaki from the way you came. One way says like Baratok and the other says Kresk. And
I guess
Alec,
where we part ways, Alec, and
very well, huh? thanks for the assistance. We'd probably still be lost back there if it weren't for you.
Any other dangers in this area?
Other than the wolves, I mean, it's Barovia, so...
Yeah. Oh, I have a question. So it was 6 o'clock a little while ago while we were walking, so it's probably getting kind of late. I asked the apothecary people, like, are you going to camp for the night? Do you want to camp together? Is it campable time right now, or do we need to keep walking?
We're gonna keep going on. We really need to get back. People are probably worried about us, so we don't want to lose any time, but
Okay.
wish you the best.
All right. Bye.
We're like what, an hour from the lake apart, or can we tell?
They did say it was close to the road.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Sounds like we ought to go
that
for
way?
it. Yeah. Bye, apothecaries.
I'd say by now it's about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Where when you guys part ways.
All right.
Okay.
I wish you guys the best. Peace.
see you in Krisk, hopefully.
Yep. You see they walk off.
Oh, I thought that was them exploding.
Hey, Snow, can you delete all the circles on the map?
Sorry, I don't know how to delete them. I'm trying to click delete them and they're not going away.
You have to select the template tool and then you scroll over the thingy. Press delete, which is like the little ruler thing.
Measure distance?
Measurement controls. So you just click on that.
Oh, that one. Okay.
And then it brings up the thing that lets you delete stuff.
Feels like we made a bit of progress today.
Which one? This one?
I think so.
Why'd you say that?
So,
Okay.
He's going to take that as a challenge.
Let's get to this lake quickly.
here we go, boys.
We turn around.
Actually,
we turn around.
Let's just go.
So, continuing on this way for about another half hour to an hour-ish.
I thought he said that it was close to the road.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty
Relatively close.
Oh.
So you come to a cold mountain lake enclosed by misty woods and rocky bluffs. Thick fog creeps across the dark, still
Oh,
water.
shit! God, why didn't we talk to them more?
The
God.
trail ends at a grass-covered causeway. So does everybody know what a causeway is?
No. Why did we ask for the freaking
Basically,
name
a causeway is like a small path that goes through water.
All right.
The name of what, Raidriar?
the name of the person who lived here?
Oh,
The trail
maybe that
ends
would have been
at
helpful.
a grass-covered causeway that stretches 100 yards across the lake to a flat, marshy island with a stone tower on it.
Oh
The
boy.
tower is old and decrepit with collapsing scaffolds clinging to one side where a large gash has split the wall. Time-worn griffin statues, their wings and flanks covered with moss, perch atop buttresses that support the walls. Parked near the base of the tower, within sight of the entrance, is a wagon spattered with mud.
Is it
And
a familiar looking wagon?
Make a perception check, and I will show you the location picture.
Do we see any ravens telling us, hey, this is too high level for you?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So we can promptly ignore them?
So that
Okay.
little
Oh.
path there, that's a causeway.
And it's 100 yards long.
Oh yeah, I mean this picture isn't perfect, okay, buddy.
Yeah. I know. I'm just saying, like, it's long. Yeah.
The only thing you notice that's different from this picture, the windows up there are like shuttered closed and there's no lights. That's
All right.
The wagon doesn't look similar to any wagon I've seen before.
what did you roll? No, you feel like you've seen this wagon before.
Oh, is this the guy?
Octavio.
I feel like this is we've seen this man before. Whoever
Is
is
this
here,
Octavio's?
I think
We
so.
can ask him why his map sucked.
Are you gonna approach the wagon?
Yeah.
Well, let's go carefully. I want to throw a rock.
Hold on. Yeah. How
Oh,
far
fair
away
enough, fair
can you?
enough.
It's like getting late though. How far away can you cast alarm, Tux?
Only 30 feet, I think.
Oh,
What, 8
all right,
o'clock?
never mind.
Are you
Yeah.
Is someone chucking something?
I took a rock just near
Okay.
the wagon.
Make a attack or just make a strength check. Just a straight strength check.
Huck that rock.
As you huck the rock, and then you see it slams down near the wagon, and all of a sudden the wagon shakes, and you see in the distance something heavy inside is
I
moving.
think there might be a tiger in there.
I thought it was a lion.
Same difference.
It's a kitten. But there's no lights anywhere.
Mm-mm.
Damn.
All right, I approach slowly. Weapons put away.
Okay. With that, let me pull up the map.
Oh, hold on, Kilvin. What are you doing here?
Ren does not think that it is the best idea to approach without talking about it first. I'm not positive what we could do to make this situation better, but it's giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Okay. You said we're 100 feet away, right?
Well, are you walking on the causeway here, or are you still at the start of it?
Can we
I think we're still
inspect the shoreline
a mile
first?
away from it.
Yeah, so go ahead and make a perception check, Ren. I'm just putting you guys in here so you can...
This feels way too familiar.
Looking around, you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. And what about the water? Does it look similar to the black water we saw when we...
No,
when that
this is clear.
tentacle?
It looks like normal water. It's just murky.
Oh, okay.
I throw another rock and I have it hit the wagon.
Yeah, again, same shaking and...
Okay, once we're about 60 feet away, I do want to create the image of... I don't know.
Strahd.
A young...
If it's Octavio, maybe he'd respond to seeing you.
Yeah, but I don't know if we... Well, Octavio seemed nice. Yeah, I'll create the image of Ren, because he's used to having his image stolen for copyright purposes. I have
Wow.
Ren stride up to the wagon and look around
He
it.
strads up to the wagon.
Tux.
That's like a next level strut is the Strahd.
You watch as this image strides up and kind of goes up next to the wagon and then starts to move around the wagon. And as it goes towards the tower, about probably within 5 feet of it, it vanishes.
That's interesting.
Ah.
Can I throw a rock
I don't know how
towards
useful
the tower?
Yeah.
Throw a rock at the tower.
Okay, so you probably have to get close. So yeah, you guys approach a little bit closer.
We approach carefully.
Make a strength check, Kilvin. Chuck a rock, hits the side of the tower and just bounces off.
I don't know how
So
useful
then-
I'm going to be at this tower.
Spells magic. Interesting.
Well, was that a spell there?
My
Send another
spell
image.
dissipated when it got close to that tower.
Do another one.
What's
Wait, but this time try to make an image right next to the tower.
Or do a cheap spell.
As we get
Let's
to
see if
about
it's-
as we get to about like 30 feet away, I do want to try to create like a flame or something
You reach
with
out. And
minor illusion.
you reach out and you try to. I mean, you've done this hundreds of times, and you try to put something in that space, but you just you can't seem to put together anything, and it's just you can't. Doesn't seem to do anything.
Okay, we're 30 feet away now. Can I ritual cast detect magic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. You get, and hold on, let me pull up a few things here. Give me one moment. Okay. You get magic coming from the front of the wagon here, and you get magic coming from the door.
Oh, that's interesting.
But you
And when casting minor illusion around this side of the wall, I'm still not able to conjure an image.
correct.
If anyone offers us any rugs out of that wagon, we are declining.
It seems the magic from here is coming from under the front seat.
What school is that?
What school is it?
Abjuration
On both of them?
on both of them.
What does that even mean?
Tux?
Of Raidriar?
Oh,
Ren!
okay. Abjuration is like shielding magic.
Okay.
Cool.
So I'm thinking maybe something to keep something in for the wagon, and then maybe just stop spells from happening.
So
For the
this
tower?
this wizard tower seems a little anti-wizard to me.
Do a normal spell up at the tower. See if that disappears.
Would find
Like,
familiar?
shoot a
Would
fire-
my
shoot a-
familiar feel like a spell?
So, make an Arcana check. So, things like find familiar like that. Hold on, I'm just gonna fucking look it up because I think I know the answer, but
I think it has like the presence of a fae. Or it's like I pulled the
It
demon.
is a fae.
Yeah, I basically pulled a demon into this raven.
Cool.
Well,
Can you
demon's a
keep
strong
the-
word.
Can you keep the demon but not the raven?
okay. So your familiar will not disappear because the duration of the spell is instantaneous and it's not concentration. It's like the only magic that you expend is to summon it. Once it's summoned, it's there. You know what I mean?
Okay, interesting.
It's the same reason why when you use animate undead, you can't dispel it because the only magical part is raising it. Once it's raised, it's not technically magical anymore.
Try throwing a firebolt, see if that also disappears.
Actually, just go ahead and use all of your
Try not to
spell
burn it down.
slots.
Try not to burn it down, though.
I'm aiming for like stone, but
Okay.
I want to shoot.
Yeah,
firebolt.
wait until we're in the building to do that.
Throw off a firebolt, streaks towards the tower, and poof, it like dissipates, almost like there's this barrier there.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we hello the house? Should we just see if Rictavio's creeping around here somewhere?
Kilvin is
So we just call out for Octavio?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Hello,
Uh,
Octavio.
okay. Yeah.
Blue hello.
You guys wait about 10 minutes, no response.
All right,
Is it Rictavio's wagon, or do we just assume that?
Are you inspecting it?
let's inspect
No,
the
I
wagon.
mean, well, I mean, like it's right there in front of me, isn't it?
I mean, did I recognize it? I mean,
I'm not touching that thing.
Make an investigation check.
I want to touch the wagon.
Ren, make an investigation check.
Oh, me? Okay.
Okay, there's definitely something heavy and moving inside here, and you hear the occasional like growl from inside. And
Cool.
a lot of the paint has been scraped off.
Oh,
Is it Rictavio's wagon?
It looks similar, but it doesn't have like the writing and stuff that was on it before.
interesting.
All right.
Do we dare inspect the seat where Tux found magic?
I casted invisibility on myself. Tried to do it before they started calling out for Rictavio.
Okay.
Hey, Kilvin, do you have what spells do you have prepared? Can you send a quick message to Lady Ava, check with her, and be like, "You sure this is a fortune and not a warning?"
Because I'm sure she'll be able to help.
No, I do not have a way to do that.
Okay. I run up to the door and open it.
Okay. You just run up and grab the handle.
I run up. I mean, trying to be stealthy, but I do try to pry open the doors to see if I can get it
Okay.
open.
First of all, this is what I'm going to show you this.
Okay.
This is what you see. This is what the door looks like.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh
maybe don't.
no!
Place.
Are there any open windows nearby?
Do we have to do the safety dance to unlock this door? Look at that; those are dance moves.
What do you want to do?
Wait.
It is
do I
safety net.
recognize any of these symbols or these magic symbols of any kind?
Doesn't look like they're magical at all. Running around Tux, there is the scaffolding on the side. Remember that if you look at that picture of the actual tower,
I think it's. Would it still be up here? No, I might have to pull this up again somewhere else.
you see
Yeah, there it is.
the scaffolding on the side there?
Oh, yeah,
There is
yeah. I'll start climbing up that.
Okay.
Because I want to get a peek into that cracked wall.
Okay.
I turn to the group and say I kind of want to touch the door. I kind of want that circle thing.
I don't think we should. There's also markings underneath it. What's that about?
I don't recognize any of this shit.
Well, that means it can't be dangerous, right?
Tux,
well, it's near the motions that it says.
you climb up this scaffolding. It feels even under your weight kind of rickety. You estimate that if much more weight other than yourself kind of climbed up on the scaffolding would probably break.
Okay.
So do you want to climb all the way up to that hole?
Yes.
Use your pitons.
But I have a piton out in my left hand, ready to snag myself
Okay.
onto the wall if I fall.
So this is where you get to.
Okay.
What are you doing?
If I don't see anything, and well, I do want to ritual cast detect magic again to see if there's
Okay.
anything in this barrier.
You don't see anything.
Okay.
Actually, no. You try to cast detect magic, and nothing happens.
Okay. What happens if I take a step inside and try again?
Okay. Is that what you're doing?
Yep.
As you take a step inside, you feel your foot snag on something. And all of a sudden you're and this massive piece of debris on a rope swings down and slams into your body.
Jesus.
Oh no.
And you take
600 points of death damage.
Do I go crashing to the ground?
so you take 20 points of bludgeoning damage from the impact of the rock.
Oh, there's Tux.
And you take, as you fall and hit the ground, take an additional 16 points of damage. So you took 36 points of damage in total.
Okay, I'm unconscious.
You all watch as Tux climbs around the tower and promptly...
Well, I'm
watch as-
invisible, but...
Oh, you're unconscious, so the invisibility drops.
Oh, true.
And you watch as you hear a thud.
Kilvin rushes over and, assuming nothing else happens, I go try to cast Cure Wounds on him.
So you can
Whoa,
move your token around.
He's up. No, he's up a floor.
No, I fell
By the
to
way,
the ground.
guys, I'm just letting you know, every spell that you've tried to cast, so if you cast a spell inside this thing, within 5 feet of this thing, it expends the spell slot still.
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
I mean, I'm at 10 feet right now.
Okay, do you want
Is
to
that
try
okay?
to drag him out of the...
Yeah, drag
Yeah.
him back a step.
Okay, you drag him over here. Okay, go ahead, cast Cure Wounds.
I look at Tux and kind of pat him on the head and go, "That's why you check things for traps, buddy."
Tux, you heal
I
6
thought I
points.
was.
6 points, Tux.
Okay.
Alright,
So was
mark
I at
that
0 or at -5?
You
You were
only
just
go
at
to
0.
Okay.
You only go to 0. And you look up and Tux, after breath comes back, you see swinging in that spot. You know, the
God fucking damn
Trap.
it. I thought this was a wizard tower. What a fucking archaic trap.
Oh, I'm sorry. Also, you noticed as you hit the ground, you like landed on a bed of like strung up wires.
Oh.
And you guys pull them out, and these appear to be silver threads that have been strewn all across the ground. Where
Oh, something cast an alarm spell.
no, they didn't break. They're like thick, like silver metal wires.
Like, that's why I took 16 points of damage when I fell.
No, I guess falling.
So can I pick
Right.
them up?
All right, can
Yeah,
you cast detect magic here and see if those are magic?
Holding my head, looking for my health potion, I also start ritual casting detect magic.
Yeah, the wire, they just appear to be metal silver wires.
Those
Yeah,
are
I
just
totally-
normal.
I totally spool it up if I can pick up the wire.
Okay, yeah. So
I
add
like-
silver wire to your inventory.
Nice. How flexible is it? Is it like a rope or is it like wire that
It's
you would
like-
buy from Menards?
Like from Menards wire.
All right.
Are you serious?
Interestingly enough, you look up and you see there's like water almost dripping from that stone, and there's like some liquid on Tux from when it slammed into him. His like chest, shirt, like his shirt's all wet.
It's not blood.
Kilvin, go ahead and make a religion check.
Oh, is
Can
it holy
we
water?
pass one religion check?
Yeah. So it appears that Tux is covered in holy water right now.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
Anti-werewolf slash vampire.
The silver makes sense now.
Traps.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so can Ren... So Tux probably is feeling a little beat. I look at the group and ask, are we seriously not going to try the door, or should, as the next best climber, should I try to scale the side of the tower up to the hole again?
The last time we touched a door with a weird symbol on it, you all got blasted.
That is true.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll take the door this time.
Okay. So you guys walk over the door. Are you doing anything?
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds one more time.
Okay, on
Text, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh god.
Sorry, I'm back.
3 more HP.
Excellent.
What are you at now total?
20.
Okay, well, now that we know that this is
Okay.
probably not built to keep out other people, but just for vampires, do we want to go to the front door and do the safety dance?
If you
See
want
they'll
to
let us in?
try the door, I'm going to stand off to the side right here.
Okay.
All right.
Give it a
There
shot.
it goes.
Can I shoot the symbol real quick with an arrow, just from like really close by, and just see if it like lights on fire or something?
What are you gonna shoot?
I'm gonna shoot the symbol in the middle of the door with the safety dance on it.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the dance now.
You watch as Ren holds up his bow and fires at the door and cracks up against the door, and all of a sudden the tower starts to go blue, and I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw,
Including me?
including yeah, you're far enough away, but these 3
Okay.
need to make dexterity saving throws.
I rolled a natural 1. No, that was my attack roll.
Yeah.
It didn't go. Oh, normal. Christ on a bike. I thought I rolled a 1.
Okay. Raidriar, you take 24 points of lightning damage as this field of electricity begins to just shock off this tower. Kilvin and Ren, you take 12 points of lightning damage.
Can I use...
This thing, and you guys step back, and this thing's going. This thing's like a fucking beacon now. Like, it's super bright, just...
It's not stopping anytime
Is
soon?
it? So,
And
since
after 10 minutes, it dims and goes back to normal.
Jesus.
can I do something about that damage real quick? So, assuming that the tower is my attacker, if I can
Yeah,
see my attacker,
okay,
can
go
I use
ahead.
my reaction to have the damage?
Sure, so it would be 6 points instead.
6. Thanks.
And then
Skills.
the tower gets quiet again.
Okay.
Ow.
Let's back up a little bit. Back up a little bit, and I'm gonna shoot the door again.
You're
Wait,
gonna
wait. Stop,
You
stop
noticed,
it, stop.
make a perception check, Kilvin.
Okay.
I don't
At
think the
advantage-
problem was
at
that you were too
advantage,
close.
You being a craftsman, do it at advantage. Okay, yeah. Looking at the tower now, activating that trap on the door put some serious strain on this tower, and you don't think it could handle much more if it went off again.
Yeah, let's...
Oh, he says, does Kilvin say that out loud?
Yeah. I noticed the tower looks like it's been damaged, and I don't think I can take another one.
Can I cast Detect Magic again?
On what?
Ritual cast Detect Magic to see if like the magic shield around this is dimmed at all?
I start doing the dance.
I join
I start
Raidriar.
casting fucking Prayer of Healing.
Okay.
It'll take me 10 minutes.
Who's doing the dance?
I'm doing the dance.
Make a performance check.
Excellent. I want to do the dance too. I want to help.
But you want
If
to do
I
it
fail
too?
a performance check just to do
Okay, then
instructions
both
on
of you need to make performance checks.
If I fail a roll to do instructions that are written out in front of me and make a tower collapse, I'm done. Unbelievable.
Oh
boy.
no. Okay.
Oh, for
So,
sake.
Raidriar, you get about halfway through, or you're almost done. You get the sense that you get, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 5 of these symbols done before you accidentally do the wrong one.
What? Do the wrong one. Just look what. Get.
Rachel, you dumbass.
And all of a sudden you look to your left, okay? And there's
Uh-huh.
like this magical thing forming.
I get out of the way.
It's
And is it paused? Did I pause it? Yep. You watch as these blue flames go up, and they clear, and you are now staring at a blue dragon.
Holy shit! Are you kidding?
I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh,
What the fuck?
me. I did not expect this.
How does doing a safety dance summon a dragon?
So, the way this works is you can use an action to do the next step on the door.
Oh, okay.
So we're halfway through, or did you say we were 4 symbols through, or halfway?
You were 5 symbols through.
5 out of how many?
No, 4. So you have 3 more to do.
Okay.
Hope you got something up your sleeve, Tux.
Touch
Yeah.
save us again. Light it on fire. Light it on fire.
We'll do this one. Alrighty. Ren, it's your turn. What are you doing? You see Raidriar in the middle of doing this.
Okay.
There's
In
a
the
song
sense
by
that he-
Justice about this.
He's gotta be the one to finish this off here.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, god. Good, the fighter's stuck doing this.
I would like to do. What are the conditions from my sneak attack? Is it me or someone else has to be within 5 feet of the
Someone
monster?
else. An ally.
Oh, does Tux count?
Yeah.
All right. I would like to. Hold on. I'm really bad at considering all of my bonus action options before I actually do anything.
Tux thought he was gonna be out of the way standing.
It almost landed on top of him.
Why didn't I just use my inspiration?
I don't know.
God damn it.
Lol.
I'll let you spend it, and I'll let you get another one, so you only have to do 2.
Okay, yeah. Sweet.
I'll let you spend. 'Cause-
Oh, it's already spent. Did you do that?
No, I didn't do that.
Okay, so
I
here's
probably
what's up.
clicked it.
Yeah, what are you
I
doing?
would like to
Just
throw.
drag it.
I would like to throw a dagger at the dragon.
Okay.
Throwy stab.
6. You watch as you throw your dagger at it and hits the scales and bounces off.
Ooh, all right. I would like to use the help action. So, is there a chance that Raidriar fails to do this form again successfully?
No, you can just use an action to do the next one, basically.
Okay.
I have action surge, so this works out well.
If I use the help action, is that any benefit to Raidriar? Because he was literally reading a dance and messed it up.
I mean, yeah, you can use it.
But does it benefit him? I'm
Who knows?
not to metagame or anything. Who knows? Okay. I will use the dash action to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Okay, Kilvin, it's your turn.
Okay. Gonna move. It's my range. It's like 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then Shield of Faith myself and Sacred Flame.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw.
I believe so, yes. Yeah. At level 2. Never mind, I can't do that.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Cantrip, I was thinking something
But
else.
at level 5, it does increase the damage to 2d8, which it
Neat.
automatically does that. But as you light this up, the dragon manages to move out of the way of where you lit it up at, and it seems to not take effect. Okay. Raidriar, it's your turn.
Okay. Second wind. Wonderful. We're off to a good start.
Okay.
So that's my bonus action. Okay, I'll use my action to do the next step.
Make a performance check.
Oh, no.
Fucking ducks. You lie.
Really?
Yeah, I changed my
Oh.
mind. Oh yeah, it's the help action, so at advantage. Kinda.
No, I didn't help him.
Oh,
I
that's
used the
right.
dash action because I
yeah.
thought he could just use his actions to do it.
But 16's enough, you do the next one.
Okay. And
You-
I'll do
let's
what
see,
no
so
fighter. I'll go
You put your
beyond.
arms out in a T pose.
I'll go beyond.
T-pose
Okay.
on the dragon.
I'll do it. I'll go where no fighter has gone before. I will action surge, and I will dance again.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead and make a performance. roll.
Tears streaming down my face.
No.
Are you unbelievable.
And you
perform. No.
you put your hands down, and instead of like holding them, like sort of like you just get too into it, and instead of like putting them sort of like with your elbows like straight out and down, you put your arms at your side,
Okay.
and that is your turn.
Oh, could I ask a question? When my dagger bounced off the dragon, did I get the sense that it bounced off because I hit it wrong, or did I get the sense that it was immune to the physical damage?
It seemed like you just didn't manage to pierce its scales.
Okay.
Okay, Tux, it's your turn.
All right, I have some options here, but what I need to know I need to know a couple things. First of all, is this dragon on the ground right now?
Yeah.
Okay, and how tall is this dragon?
It's a large creature, so I mean, fuck me. You're gonna make me look this up.
Queens. I am 54 feet away from the dragon.
Oh my god. So with the way, because it's kind of like, it's not like perched up, it's like down. It's about from the ground, from its feet to like the top of its back right now. It's like 8 feet.
Okay, so like the top of its wings, or like the very height,
Like
couldn't be
where
more
its
than like
spine
15
would
feet.
be, right? Yeah. Think of it like it's in like a dog would be right now, sort of like, kind of.
Okay, so based on my knowledge of animals and creatures, do I recognize what kind of dragon this is? And perhaps
It's
maybe.
blue.
Okay. Like, could I assume that maybe this dragon might have like water or ice powers or something?
Make a history check.
Okay.
You're not sure. You can't really recall the information. You know that there are dragons that use cold. You don't know. You've never heard one using like water.
Okay. Okay. I clap my hands together and I say, "I will tame you, dragon. Stay here." Slamming my hands on the ground, I create the illusion of a raging fire that surrounds the dragon, goes up in a cone or a pyramid-like angle, and tries to enclose it so that it can't see anything, and it believes it's trapped in a roaring, insane fire.
Okay. What's your spell save DC?
14.
Okay. You hear it roar as, in anger as you do this.
All right. And with that, I'm gonna sprint in this direction. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Okay.
30.
You watch
Big
as you run away from it. You watch a claw sweep out of the fire.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, it can see me still?
I mean, it still gets an attack of opportunity. It just gets it at disadvantage.
Okay,
It's like,
I was
Wait,
operating under
wait,
the assumption
wait.
that it couldn't see me at all. Because
Attacks of Oh. Can I rules
Or-
lawyer? Or
yeah, sure. Go ahead. Is it
attacks of opportunity are only against things that you can see,
okay? Then in
Should
that,
we have,
which means
Should we have
invisibility
tried-
could work.
okay,
should we have
that's
tried to talk to it? Is it sentient?
I
It'll
don't.
tell us how much it wants to kill us.
It didn't look friendly.
so yeah.
I wanted to believe that if it tries to touch this fire, it's gonna get insanely
I
burnt.
don't know if you can do that. It's fire. I mean, it's a dragon against fire. You
Well,
know,
okay,
like-
my yeah, that makes sense. But I wanted it to look so convincing that it was actually kind of scared. That was my intention.
yeah. I mean, even if it was real fire, it's a dragon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Fuck you, I'm a bus.
I'm going about right here, but I'm not obscuring, I obviously don't want to obscure Raidriar's view of this.
No, you're too short for that.
Okay, perfect.
I just looking over like, what are you doing? Tears streaming down my face trying to hold T-pose. I'm sorry, father.
All right, I have my turn here.
Okay.
Oh, it gets its turn now.
On its turn, You all sit there for a moment, and all of a sudden, a blast of lightning shoots out towards you, Raidriar and Tux. I need you to make dexterity saving.
I'm trying to solve your puzzle.
Through the fire, just.
Okay.
Roll high. No, thank you. Good.
You said dexterity?
Mm-hmm.
Dexterity saving throw, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Raidriar,
Yeah.
you take 43 points of lightning damage.
Jesus
I'm
Christ, are you kidding?
Oh my god. It's a baby dragon? Oh no, yeah, it's a young dragon.
Baby dragon.
And then Tux, you take 43 points.
Oh my
Like-
god, okay.
Raidriar, are you still standing?
No, I'm down.
Fuck.
This is game over.
Okay.
You gotta be shitting me.
Hey, Raidriar.
Mm-hmm.
Make a religion check.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, nothing comes.
Inspiration?
I
We're gonna
used
use
it.
that. Oh, fuck.
I used it
Okay.
to dance.
Yep.
What happened? Fuck.
Oh,
What if
my
one
God.
of us does the last dance?
Ren, it's your turn.
Alright.
Can
Hold
that
on,
be
let
you?
me see what I've
'Cause
got here.
I'm a little sidetracked.
Yep. I'm working on it. I don't have anything else that would be remotely useful here. I
Try to
want,
finish the door.
Did you say
I
you-
want.
Hmm.
Yeah, do I? Alright. I use the dash bonus action and go 5, 10, 15. Well, hold on. I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and I stand where Raidriar was standing, and I use my inspiration to do the last pose and think Raidriar thoughts.
Make a performance check.
Do I get advantage because of the
Yep.
thingy? Alright.
Well, not advantage. You get well, you would have rolled a 19, and then you add another dice on top of that.
Oh, I don't get
Another
it.
D8. So you rolled a
Another
19.
D8.
Wait,
So-
the inspiration was a D8?
Yeah.
I rolled a D6.
Yay!
I mean, you got a 20. Well, when did you use your inspiration, Raidriar? No. I had you use it so you could get an extra step because you forgot.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that.
Yep. So with
I
the 20, you watch as Ren runs up and does the pose, and all of a sudden, light begins to envelop the dragon, and it disappears.
Oh.
I immediately cast Spare the Dying on Tux and Raidriar.
Okay.
Fuck.
That would have been probably the worst way to go in Curse of Strahd is losing the safety
fucking
at the
dragon.
safety dance door.
Safety dance door. That's
Okay.
gotta be the title
Listen-
of this
Listen,
episode.
here's the thing.
Safety dance door.
I guarantee you that playing online, it actually makes it harder because I would have just made you guys dance in real life.
Oh my god.
Oh,
yes.
wow. I would have done
The
it.
title of this episode needs to be, well, then they're no friends of mine.
And that's written, by the way. That dragon there, that's
I believe it. You had to be
Yeah,
an insane
yeah.
DM to put it there of your own volition.
Okay, I'm
Fuck.
gonna go and do
and
this.
the door opens.
Oh, finally. I was afraid we were gonna have to shoot it again.
Is that on just
And
one
Everyone,
person?
that's on everyone.
Oh, okay.
Everybody
Wow.
gets 14 back. So go ahead, everybody add 14 to yourself.
Waking up, I say this fortune better be fucking worth it.
Did that lightning hit the cart? When it breathed it out?
It just barely reached it, and you see some markings on it, but
Is there anywhere on the cart that are there any windows, any cracks, anything?
there's like a pretty large at sort of the top of it. There's like a slot that you could move. It looks like.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
look inside.
Yeah, I want to look inside the cart.
Take a short
Carefully.
rest while we're here.
Ren, as you open that slot, it's something lunge, and you see this saber-toothed tiger lunge up and try to bite at you through this small opening.
Yeah, that's what I figured. All right.
And you notice that this on the saber-tooth tiger is actually plate mail.
Excuse
Awesome.
me?
Huh.
So Kilvin doesn't even need to be making his own plate mail. We're gonna get some
kill
from
this
the
fucking tiger.
I mean, it's shaped for the tiger. It's pretty big.
I will reforge it.
All right. Well, while Tux
Oh,
and
I'm
Raidriar
sorry.
are
It's not
getting off
plate
their
armor. It's half
asses,
plate. That's my
Yeah.
bad. It's half plate. But
Well, yeah, well, it actually is still valuable because
Yeah,
the busting of
for
the
you.
forge, you need metal that's equivalent
also
of
true.
the value that you
so
have
are you
it.
gonna
So if it's
open
been
up?
shaped into
You see, it's
armor,
padlocked.
valuable.
The back of it.
the door is
No.
padlocked. I would
No,
like to
the,
inspect.
to the
No,
wagon.
that's
Oh no, I don't want to open that shit.
You can open the door if you click on it.
I would like to inspect the door for traps. Oh, I can see inside.
don't. Ooh.
Okay.
What are those?
Invisibility.
I was gonna say we should take a short rest before we head on in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I
you're
take
already
it
in.
back.
You're already in.
Motherfucker. I wanted to check the door for traps.
I wanted the tiger.
The flagstone floor is strewn with debris, and a few old crates stand near the east wall. A torn curtain to the south partially obscures the tower vestibule. A 5-foot square indentation in the center of the floor contains 4 pulleys attached to taut iron chains that stretch up through a similarly sized hole in the rotted wooden ceiling. Standing next to each of the 4 chains are clay statues, and you see, Ren, as you kind of approach this right here, their grips tighten. And they go tense, holding onto the chains even tighter as you approach.
Oh, they're elevators. It's an elevator.
Oh.
I would
Why did
like.
I pull Ren back?
Yeah.
I like
let's-
Raidriar was like, "Are you fucking kidding?"
Just wait. Hold on.
Okay.
What's that? What's the snake laying on the floor?
Oh, that's like a curtain, basically.
How long does a short rest take?
About an hour.
Okay, is it too late to retract my invisibility? Because I did it, never mind.
You can be invisible for as long as you want, though, right?
It only lasts for an hour.
Oh.
We have arcane recovery, so you can get it back, I imagine.
That's true.
But you still did use it. So. Yeah, let's short rest here.
All right,
All
well,
right.
I'm going to make use of my invisibility and short rest in here, keeping watch.
Okay, as you enter into the tower, you appear again. Your invisibility drops.
Okay, I immediately walk back out. Say, at least I learned something.
Can
Close
I
the door
take?
and take a short rest.
Can I take the symbol off the
Hey, Raidriar,
door,
make
like that safety dance thing?
Oh yeah,
You
that's
get
a good
the-
question.
you get the sense that no magic, any type at all, other than maybe would have been put here originally, can enter this tower. Nothing.
Oh.
Don't put the bag of holding in, unless it's.
I already walked in. So what happened when I walked in?
When you looked into the bag, it just seemed like a normal sack.
Did it like spontaneously fill with all the things that were in it, or?
And then when you walk out again and look in it, everything's there.
Oh, okay. So as long as it's not
Oh.
gone for good.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I want that thing off the door.
I
he
want
got
this
very
saber-tooth tiger.
nervous for TPK.
I mean, we can take the cart with us if we don't find.
Hey, Raidriar, you want to try to tame the tiger?
Yes, please
Wait,
do
can
it.
I use suggestion on a tiger?
Please don't.
It lasts for 8 hours.
Could command one.
Yeah, I can use it on the tiger.
Do it.
I'm out of spell
Well,
slots now.
it's
though.
also the cart
I'm back.
also has something magical protecting it. Let's hold off on that for now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we didn't inspect the seat where the magic was.
Okay.
All right. Well, I assume we're taking a short rest here as Raidriar Ren tries to pry off the symbol on the door.
Symbol on the door.
I want the circle with a safety dance on it. I want it.
So door's open. Okay. Make a. Are you just trying to pry it off? Make an attack roll.
Oh boy.
You try to. This thing is stuck on there and it does not feel like it's coming off.
Can I make a rubbing of it? Is it like a metal ridged something or other, or is it flat?
It's pretty flat with like carvings in it.
It has carvings in it, so I can make a rubbing of
Yeah,
it.
if you want.
Yeah,
You want a rubbing
I
of
do
the
that.
dance? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you have that. So anybody who wants to expend hit dice can.
I do.
Okay.
I do. I very much
And it's
do.
getting pretty dark at this point.
Hey, the short rest thing actually worked.
Oh, damn. I rolled a
Nice.
9.
9.
Nah, you rolled a 6, mate.
Or I got 9 health from that one. Okay, so Arcane Recovery allows me to recover 3 levels worth of spell slots.
Half your wizard level rounded
Up.
down. Up.
I think Arcane Recovery is one of the few things
Okay.
that's up, but I'll double check.
So looking at your spell slots,
Yeah, it's
shouldn't
rounded
you
up. It's rounded up.
shouldn't you have a first level marked off for the silent image you used at the start? Remember you sent a silent image up when you first got here?
Yeah, I thought Yeah, that's weird.
It says 4 out of 4.
I thought it was 3 out of 4 earlier, but after using Arcane Recovery, do you think that affected it?
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
But what are you
Well-
gaining back? You can get up to
I'm getting one of my second levels and one of my first levels back up.
okay, so go ahead. So 4 out of 4 and then 1 out of 3.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well,
All right.
I'm full health now, and I can.
Okay.
Probably gonna stick to first level spells for a little bit.
So what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna slowly walk in.
Okay.
Do the clay figurines look like they're threatening at all? Or they're just holding these chains.
They appear to just be holding the chains, and as you approach the center area, they tighten again.
Can I inspect the boxes next to them?
Yeah.
What dost I see?
I mean, they're closed crates.
Can I then try to pop one open?
Sure.
I will use. I believe I have a
Yeah.
crowbar of some
Yeah, I
kind.
mean, easy enough. You crack it open.
See if it's trapped
um,
first.
What traps? There haven't been any traps so far.
Looking in this crate, it appears to be like old moth-eaten like robes.
All right.
I'm gonna look at one of the golems and say, "Can you answer our questions?"
No response.
Oh, I would like to pick up the robe and walk back outside.
It like falls apart as you're carrying it. Even like it's old.
Oh, okay. I would like to carry a handful of the dust outside beyond the door, like beyond the limit that where magic things don't work in there.
Yep.
Nothing happens.
Nope. It just
All right.
feels like cloth.
All right. I hear me echoing in someone.
I heard the echo too, but
I hear it too.
Say,
See me?
it's possible.
is
I don't
me?
hear it now.
Okay.
Check, check.
I didn't hear
Yep, I'm good.
Weird.
I didn't hear it. Weird.
Um,
Okay, what about
yes,
the other
I-
boxes? Are there 3 boxes, or was that the only one?
There's 2 more, but they look pretty damaged and old.
Okay, I kick them.
They fall apart and like various like one had like old like looks like old glassware in it and they kind of spill out and break. The other one has like fuck man, you're making me come up with shit to put in these boxes.
There's nothing in there. They're
Yeah, there's-
rotted and whatever
yeah,
contents
they're
are in
all-
there are
yeah,
brown
there's-
mush.
Yeah, there's nothing in these fucking crates.
Looking around, can we kind of judge when the last time someone's actually utilized this place was? Like, how old are we talking?
Make an investigation check.
I lick the wall and I say, "It's been centuries."
I don't exactly take his word for it.
With full confidence.
I am probably right anyway.
Looking around, you do. The rest of The only place that looks somewhat clear would be like the path leading up to this center area.
I say we all step on that elevator thing at the same time.
Well, it's like a little. There's no platform. It's like an indentation. Well, actually, no. Yeah, there's a wooden platform here.
Yeah,
All right.
I say we all
Also-
step on it at the same time.
How about you go up first, because you're the rogue who can uncanny dodge traps.
You can all attempt to squeeze on this platform, by the way.
Let's
I,
ignore what the DM wants us to do in Curse of Strahd.
all right,
You and me.
I tentatively put a foot on the platform.
Okay, as you
Okay.
put your foot on the platform, the golems grip even tighter and tense up.
All right, I
What if they
attempt
just
to
pull-
hide on the platform.
What if they just pull really hard and you just shoot you at the top?
Okay.
Okay, wait, no. I want to pull like a solid snake move. Are any of those crates able to cover me?
Oh my god.
They're all one of them, two of them. They're pretty small. They're not very large, so no, it wouldn't.
Oh, all right. Well, never mind. I gingerly step on the plate and absolutely like try to make myself as small as possible.
Hey, I think
Okay.
I think I might actually meet you guys there. What if I take the long way around?
What
does that
long
mean?
way?
Going back up to where I got knocked off the edge.
It
If
sounded
you want
like
to try
Why
that
does that
again, good
sounded,
luck.
it sounded
Yeah,
like that.
why does that
scaffolding
sound
was
like a
about to
good
fall
idea?
over.
I mean, going in the way that it seems that you're supposed to go, besides the fact that we've messed up a dance somehow, everything's been fine. There's even 4 servants waiting to take us up.
I think you noticed a while ago too that scaffolding is about to fall over.
It would fall over if anyone
Well, the entire tower's about to fall
who
over.
weighs more than me goes up. You don't think there's any reason why it might be okay to, or might be a good idea to inspect every inch of this tower?
I
That's
think you
what we're
should stay
doing,
with
is
the
it not?
group. I think you should stay with the group.
Okay, I'll
If I
stay with
had
the
to
group.
take a guess.
Okay, so Ren, you're sitting here and they tighten up even more. What are you doing?
My asshole clenches and I wait to see what happens.
Mush.
You just sit there.
I jump.
They don't. They just sit there.
Up.
Yell.
I go Levantate. Wingardium Leviosa.
Nothing happens.
But they tensed up
Please.
when I got on here. I like stand up really tall and try to think regal thoughts.
Look up, baby.
I look up.
You see a second floor.
Wait,
That'll try.
are the chains in like a V shape where
You
the
see
chains go
a
to the platform?
second floor.
I would like to climb the chain that is attached to the platform up to the second floor.
Make. Well, no. Okay, yeah. Make a acrobatics check.
I feel like there's something obvious we're overlooking.
You could just say second floor.
And Kilvin says second floor. And you watch as the golems slowly begin to pull.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh shit!
I think we all need a break from this module. It's broken us.
Okay.
And you watch as
We're trying to solve the elevator.
you watch as all at once the golems pull down and it goes up a couple inches. They pull down again, goes up a couple inches. And just it's going pretty slowly. Does anybody else want to fit on this platform? You could probably fit all 4 if you squeezed.
Fine, I'll trust you, you bastard.
Yeah.
Hope we don't die here.
Okay. And just slowly it goes up.
And there's an even bigger blue dragon. Oh my god.
Excellent.
And just,
What the hell?
I've heard
These
this before.
Elevator
What's this
music.
It's elevator music.
from? Oh.
Are they singing this to us?
no, just you
Oh.
get just a serene sense as you slowly
Easy listening music.
just goes up. It takes about a minute, but you reach the second floor.
Okay.
Is there a
And you
third?
see, there's more above you. Here, it appears just to be an empty, dust and cobwebs fill this otherwise empty room, the wooden floor of which is badly rotted and partially collapsed.
Is this where Tux got whacked by the rock?
No, you do not see a
Alright.
hole in the wall here.
Best-
Third floor.
this-
So there's the second floor. You say
Let's
third
test
floor,
this.
and
Okay.
just starts going up again.
All right. Yep, that's fair. I don't see anything in this room.
Hey, I remember this
there's
place.
another floor.
And you get up to here.
I
and
start
you look-
looking for
you see the
traps.
hole in the wall. You see the tripwire broken that Tux had triggered earlier in the swinging. Make an investigation check, Tux.
Go for it.
You don't see any other traps here. You look up, and there does appear to be another floor.
Fifth
Do the honors?
floor.
I'm gonna break off. Wait, I'm gonna break off a piece of like the wooden floor.
The wooden floor is completely rotten and has begun to fall away in places.
I'm gonna break a piece off and toss it up to the floor above us.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Fourth floor.
And slowly again.
What happens if we say fifth floor?
Let's find out.
Oh, there is a fifth floor.
Okay.
Hey, no metagaming because you can see the size of the map.
Let me pause it here while I change the music.
Sixth floor.
Do we
I
see
just
any?
had to use the elevator. Someone suggested using the elevator music in that part, and I just,
That's. I mean, it was genius.
Well, you have to at that point.
Yeah. Do I see any traps here now?
Make an investigation check.
I also
Yeah,
want to
I'll-
ritual cast detect magic.
I'd like to join in and looking for traps.
Okay.
I will help
Awesome.
Tux look for
So go
traps.
ahead, roll at advantage, Chuck. Tux.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry.
Does make more sense.
I did preemptively. And your investigation is a little bit better than mine.
Okay.
Oh dear.
You don't see any traps. You see a couple things in this room. So here appears to be somewhat of a stove, okay?
Okay.
You see what appear to be a desk with a interesting looking book on top of it.
Ooh.
There is a bed with a chest here. You see over here on top of this is a myriad of looks like different like medical supplies. There's like what looks to be like a glass jar fashioned to like this like medical tubing and stuff. There's you see on the desk there's a couple stakes and these flasks. And there's a couple drawers in the desk as well. What are you guys doing? And
I
you
wanna
see
check
this
out the
suit of armor.
ornate suit of armor.
Is the stove warm or otherwise lit?
It is cold.
Let's test the floor before we get off the elevator.
This
because
floor
all the other
seems to
floors
be-
were rotten.
Yeah, this seems
Yeah.
good, and this place, and it seems clean, and there's some tapestries on the walls of various scenes, like wilderness scenes. I mean,
Hello?
it seems this is like relatively intact and everything.
And where do the chains connecting the elevator go from here? Are they like attached to loops in the ceiling or something?
Yeah, there's like pulleys in the ceiling, basically.
Okay.
Say try fifth floor.
I say
No,
fifth
not-
floor.
No, I get off the elevator.
Nothing happens.
All right. Ren would like to look at this armor.
Okay.
It's definitely alive, isn't it?
I'm definitely looking over the book and everything on the desk.
Okay.
Looking at the medical supplies.
I'm seeing if this chest is trapped.
So, Raidriar, make an investigation check.
And if it's trapped, I'm gonna open it anyway.
You also see, as you approach, you see a light crossbow leaning up against the chest here. So it does not appear to be trapped.
I'm gonna poke it.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Are you trapped?
The
I
chest
mean-
whispers no.
Are they in close? Are you trapped?
No response.
You can tell me.
Raidriar is completely broken.
I test if it's open with my sword point, standing back from it. And to the
Slowly
side.
starts to open. Nothing seems to happen.
Flip it all the way.
Okay. In
Roll
here,
initiative.
you
Oh.
find a silver dagger. And you see 20 silver bolts in here.
Nice. Bolts, like crossbow bolts?
There's there's also like 8 thin sheets of what appears to be a silver-colored metal, you assume to be silver. And there is, tucked in this chest, 50 feet of rope.
Wow.
Hey!
Okay, so silver metal sheets.
Mm-hmm.
8 of them.
Yep. Worth about 15 gold each that you assume would be used to craft like bolts, more silvered bolts.
Okay. Well, with Forge Cleric, it's just 15 times 8 money. And then there were 20 silvered bolts. You said?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Those sound very useful for our archer.
I mean, does he have a crossbow? Or
You notice that the windows here are shuttered closed, but there's like these basically planks reinforcing it on like hooks, like so you could like pick up the boards and move them to open up the shutters, basically.
Okay, so are we stealing from Octavio, or do we want to ally ourselves with Octavio?
I don't think Octavio actually lives here.
Where
I
do
think
you
it
know
was a
stuff
wagon.
came from?
Rictavio's a bard.
Well, let's look
Doesn't
at the book.
necessarily
Maybe the
mean he
book will
doesn't
tell
live in
us.
a wizard tower. But yeah, I'm reading this book.
Okay, Tux. Looking at this book, it seems very strange. You get a magical sense coming from it, even in this tower. There is a clasp, a heavy iron clasp, and it's bound in thick, heavy red leather. And there's this iron clasp on the side, keeping it close. And on the front is a metal like medallion, almost dead in the center, of a very familiar-looking iconography. It's the symbol you saw on Strahd's carriage when you've seen it.
Oh my god.
I was afraid you were going to say it's the safety dance.
Do you want to open it?
Yes.
Oh dear.
Flick the clasp open. You leaf through the pages, some torn, some flooded or burned, some branded with unknowable symbols, and others still artfully scribed with a murky black ink in a foreign script that you do not recognize. The tale is long, though. The tale is long, though it appears as gibberish, save the first page, which transforms before your eyes into common. I, Strahd, Lord of Barovia, well aware certain events of my reign have been desperately misunderstood by those who are better at garbling history than recording it, hereby set down an exact record of these events that the truth may be at last known.
Holy shit.
The pages flutter open to a blank pair along the spine, and mist begins to pour from the binding.
Oh no, not the mist.
You all feel lightheaded. Your visions fade, and from the blackness surrounding you, a hungry fog rolls along the ground. You shout, and there is nothing. The mist chokes closer. From the growing cloud, a man clad in a black cloak and a regal red tunic looks at you with a stern face and piercing eyes. He steps towards you with the grace of a king. Your eyes meet his cold glare as it bears down on you. He speaks. I am ancient. I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. The visage of the man disperses into a black and red cloud before reforming into a young boy no older than 12, with a small sword at his side and tears streaming down his cheeks. The mist recedes further, revealing a glorious, well-adorned and sunlit castle courtyard. The low buzz of insects and humidity add weight to the summer air. Hanging high above you are red banners draped over towering ramparts that depict the same raven iconography cast in metal on the front of the book you've just opened. The boy that stood before you moments ago now sits atop a small set of stairs leading to a wooden door. From beyond it, you can hear distant but boisterous laughter. What are you guys doing?
Beyond the door, there's laughter.
Yep, so you're basically sitting in this courtyard, okay? You see this young boy sitting on these steps in front of this door. He's sweating, and there's tears on his cheeks. And up the steps is this wooden door, and you can hear laughter coming from the other side of it.
I walk up and ask the boy if he's alright.
See, he wipes his tears. I'm sorry. I just lost my duel with Rahadin.
He sounds like a great duelist.
He's my mentor.
You'll get him next time. Don't worry.
Thanks. It's nice having you imaginary friends around sometimes. Give someone to talk to.
Yeah.
Ren does a dance.
The boy chuckles.
Tell me more about your mentor.
Rahadin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think he's been serving our family for as long as I know.
Is he cursed?
He's tough, though. He's a tough teacher, but
He sounds like it. What all is he teaching you?
sometimes he pushes me too hard. But, I mean, I guess it makes sense. I want to live up to my father's expectations.
Who's
Of
your
course.
Oh, you don't know? King Barov.
Oh.
Hmm.
You
What's
want to
your
know
Imaginary.
my name? Oh, I'm Strahd.
Yeah. We know your name. But yeah, what's your mentor trying to teach you?
Swordsmanship. He says I'm too brash and
Have you
quick
not
to anger, though.
have you not experimented in the field of magic at all?
Magic, no.
Really?
You should keep it that way.
Although, I've got to learn as much as I can before my brother's born, so I can teach him.
What's your brother's name?
Huh?
I'm not sure. My parents haven't told me yet. My mom should be having him soon, I think.
Well, while we're going through your genealogy, what's your mom's name?
Oh, Queen Ravenica?
King Barov and Queen.
Queen
I see.
Ravenica?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Telling.
Interesting. Does your mother approve of this mentor?
Oh, Rahadin served our family for as long as I can remember.
Does anyone teach you magic?
No.
You said you weren't listening to it. You said you weren't interested in it, right?
Yeah.
Can you introduce us to your mom?
I think she's out of town right now.
Oh. That sucks.
Who's beyond this door?
His mentor.
I think my dad's in there doing work.
See.
And you hear more laughter come from the other side. Rahadin just walked in there.
And you said we're your imaginary friends?
Yeah. Excuse me, I gotta get
No,
back
wait.
to practicing though. And you see he gets up and walks to the courtyard and he starts swinging the sword around.
You're gonna be king one day, right?
That's what my dad says, but he says I have a lot of work to do.
Of course. And does your dad have a queen already picked out for you?
Not yet.
Okay.
Hope she's pretty though.
Of course she will be.
Yep. Can we? Are there any cracks in the door? Keyhole? Anything like that to look
make
through?
a perception check. You hear muttering on the door, and you try to reach for it, and your hand like passes through the handle here.
Ooh.
Say, can I walk through the door? That's what I
Yep.
was doing.
Walk through the door.
You try and you hit like this barrier, and you can't seem to go past it.
Oh.
The voices grow a little bit louder, and from beyond the doorway, you hear this like deep voice go, "Rahadin, you must push that boy harder, or else he'll never grow up to be good enough to be king. He's rash and brash."
Bold and brash.
Yeah.
Bold and brash.
And you hear Rahadin, well, you assume Rahadin reply, I believe he has a lot of potential, sir. I think we can mold him into a fine leader one day, he says. And you see, you hear the deep voice go, I'm sure. I can't wait till Sergei is born, though. I have a good feeling about that one.
All right, just
Sergei.
for reference, I'm writing things down. So, Sergei is the brother, and
And you notice King Barov, which you assume kind of like lights up when he talks about Sergei as compared.
wait, I thought we couldn't get through the door.
You hearing this through, like you hear his voice, like it sounds happier almost.
Oh, okay.
Talking about his unborn.
And then
son.
there was Queen Ravenica and King Barov.
Yep.
That's who we've met so far. Okay,
Mhm.
cool. I go back over to Strahd and play like my arm is a sword and sword fight him.
He goes, "Oh, thanks for helping out." And he start.
Are there any windows around here? Can we peek inside?
In this courtyard, you see windows that go out, but there's mist outside them.
Okay.
I'll also help spar with him, but I'll definitely end up feinting an attack and then tripping him. Not incredibly maliciously, a little malicious, and
Okay.
just pass it off as a lesson.
Make an attack.
Pass it off as a lesson.
Yeah, and as you spar, and you tell he actually has some pretty good skill for his age, but you manage to trip him up and he falls down and he gets up and he goes, "Ugh."
Footwork.
Yeah, that's what Rodden says.
That felt very satisfying. And Raidriar's just twisted
At this point, the door opens.
Okay.
And out steps this elven figure. Raidriar, you recognize this face.
Oh shit, kids.
Oh?
This is the figure that handed you the letter all the way back in the graveyard in the village of Barovia.
The guy that drove us to Barovia? Or a different guy? Okay.
Handed me the letter?
Remember when you guys were...
Not really.
Okay, so you guys were in... it was the funeral for Irina's dad, and an elven figure in a cloak came up and gave you a letter to give to Irina.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit. And that's this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes. And we know that we assume that guy is yeah.
And you see he steps down and he says, "All right, boy, it's time to get back." And you see the mist kind of come in and your vision of the scene fades. And you hear, once again, "I am ancient. I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past, yet that past now is filled only with regret." And you all return into this tower. Tux, you are now attuned to the Tome of Strahd.
Oh shit, boys!
All of you for finding,
I think that's a good thing.
fulfilling a fortune and recovering a relic, you all gain a level.
Oh shit.
Each fortune is a level.
So I'm gonna add this to your inventory, Tux. So for completing this chapter in the Tome of Strahd, you can now cast the spell Illusory Script as a ritual spell once per dusk.
Illusory Script.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll add that eventually. Let me find this item here.
What's that do?
I don't know.
Let's see, Tome of Strahd. Do you see it in there? Under loot?
Yeah, I do. This is
So,
awesome. A legendary
you
item.
You have advantage on any checks made to recall information about Barovian history or lore while attuned to it. And you gain +1 to your AC and any saving throws when defending against Strahd's magic.
Okay.
Dang, dude.
While attuned to the tome, you can spend 4 hours attempting to decipher new sections of it in order to gain further insight into the life of Strahd.
This is my item. This is Tux's item.
My goodness.
Deciphering it requires an intelligence, investigation, or arcana check, and at least 4 hours of dedicated research time.
Yep, okay.
Another creature can assist you in the attempt and grant advantage on the check if they help. Attempting to decipher the book or offering help in deciphering it reduces your passive perception by 5 for the duration of the 4 hours.
Okay.
The tome also contains esoteric magical knowledge akin to the knowledge contained within a wizard's spellbook. As the secrets and magic contained within are unveiled, you may cast any spells recorded in the tome as a ritual. If a spell found within does not have the ritual tag, it is nonetheless a ritual spell for you when you cast the tome.
Oh my goodness.
Once a spell is cast in this way, it cannot be cast from the tome again until the following dusk.
This thing has nuts in it.
If the spell is a higher level than you are able to cast, you must succeed on a DC 10 plus the spell's level intelligence arcana check. If you fail, the spells used for the day is still expended.
Okay, I was wishy-washy on Lady Ava, but now she is my idol.
Yep.
So, So the first spell you get as a ritual in here is Illusory Script.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and add that real quick.
So that's just added to my spellbook, and I can ritual cast it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oops, I had made it a spell scroll, not me.
Well,
There you go.
I know what I'm
It's
doing for the rest of forever.
Yeah.
I'm
Tux
glad
is
we
just
went
gonna-
here first.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit down at this desk and start reading.
Are you gonna try to decipher another portion of it?
I don't know if I have
There's
4
4
hours,
hour-
but
yeah,
I'm
and
just
you
happy
look
to sit
outside-
here and look at
You
what I
look
can.
outside, one of you kind of like, it's at least, even though it didn't feel like very long, at least an hour has passed in that scene in the real
Wasn't it
world.
already like 7 o'clock too?
Yeah, so it's late as shit right now.
Yeah, it's like 9 or 10 at least.
Kilvin, searching that, it appears to be some sort of medical supplies that can make it so resting here is more effective,
Okay.
basically. And looking through it, you find a drawer, and opening the drawer, you find some loose journal pages. I'll pass this out. I'm just going to give you all observer access of this thing, because this is also a long one. I can read it out if you want, but it should be under, in the journal. Do you see that? Chapter 11?
We only have the tower door.
I have chapter 11.
I have chapter 11. It just says Tower Door. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe because, yeah, I'll just click show.
There we go.
Someone want to read it, or else I'll do it?
If you want to read it, go
Volunteer's
for
tribute.
it.
Go ahead, Raidriar. We'll read this, and then we'll probably end the session here for now.
Okay. For more than 3 decades now, I have undertaken to investigate and expose creatures of darkness to the purifying light of truth and knowledge. Hero, I am named in some circles. Sage and Master Hunter, I am called in others. That I have survived countless supernatural assaults is seen as a marvel among my peers. My name is spoken with fear and loathing among my foes. In truth, this virtuous calling began as an obsessive effort to destroy a vampire that murdered my child, and it has become for me a tedious and bleak career. Even as my life of hunting monsters began, I felt the weight of time on my weary shoulders. Today I am a man who has simply lived too long. Like a regretful lich, I find myself inexorably bound to an existence I sought out of madness.
If you stepped away from your mic, can you step a little closer?
And
There
seemingly
you go.
must now endure for all eternity. Of course I shall die, but whether I shall ever rest in my grave haunts my idle thought and torments me in my dreams. I expect that those who think me a hero will change their minds when they know the whole truth about my life as a hunter of the unnatural. Nevertheless, I must reveal here and now that I have been the indirect yet certain cause of many deaths and the loss of many good friends. Mistake me not, I do not merely feel sorry for myself. Rather, I come to grips with a devastating realization. I now see that I am the object of a baleful book symbol Vistani curse. More tragically, the nature of this hex is such that I have not borne the brunt of it. Instead, far worse, those who surround me have fallen victim to it. I have realized the tragic story of how my only child Erasmus was taken by bookmark Vistani and sold to a vampire. I explained how Erasmus, sounds like Marasmus, was made a minion of the Night Stalker and how it was my miserable part to free him from that fate at the point of a stake. What I neglected to illuminate before is how I tracked Erasmus's kidnappers across the land where I extracted Erasmus's whereabouts from them. The Vistani took Erasmus with my own unwitting permission. They had brought an extremely ill member of their tribe to me one evening and insisted that I treat him, but I was unable to save the young man's life. In fear of the retribution, I begged the Vistani to take anything of mine if only they would hold their terrifying powers, of which I knew nothing. They chose to take my son in exchange. By the time I realized, they were already an hour gone. Incensed beyond reason, I strapped the body of the dead young man to my horse and doggedly followed the caravan through the woods, naively allowing the sun to set before me without seeking shelter from the night. So we're probably going to stay here for the night. Shortly after darkness fell, I was beset by undead that would have slain me, and not their master, a lich, intervened and spared my life for reasons that I do not completely understand. He somehow detected me and, with his powerful magic, took control of a pack of person zombies that wandered in the forest. He spoke to me through the mouths of the dead things and placed a magic ward against undead on me. Then animated the dead Vistana and bade it tell me where I could find its people. Unfortunately, I say in hindsight, the plan worked. I found the child stealers, and my unwelcome entourage included a growing horde of voracious undead that could not touch me, thanks to the Lich's ward. When I found the caravan, I threatened to set the zombies on the Vistani until they returned my dear boy. They replied he had been sold to the vampire Baron Metis. Something inside me snapped. I released the zombies and the entire tribe was eaten. If the story had not ended before she died, the leader cursed me, saying, you always among monsters, and see everyone you love die beneath their claws. Even now, so many years later, I can hear her words with painful clarity. A short time later, I found my dear Erasmus made into a vampire. He begged me to end his curse, which I did with a heavy heart. The darkness had torn him from my loving arms forever, and I foolishly believed that the curse had exacted its deadly toll. I wept until an insatiate desire for vengeance filled the bottomless rift in my heart. Fun stuff.
Did we ever ask Rictavio whether he had any family?
Mm-mm.
Damn. Wonder who wrote that.
Yeah, I don't know. But whoever they are can't stay around people very long.
Oh shit!
At this moment,
there's a legendary. We heard a rumor of a legendary monster hunter. It's Batman.
Oh, it's Batman.
At this moment, you hear a horse galloping from outside. Is anybody looking outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You look outside, and you see running up the causeway a half-elfin man in colorful green clothing in the darkness of night, illuminated by the moon, running across the causeway. You look down, and he looks concerned, and he looks up at you.
I wave.
He approaches the tower, and as he walks near the tower, you see it change, and you see the figure of an old, weary human male, and that's where we'll end the session.
Damn.
Okay. I'm liking these fortune cards.
Okay.
Yep. So you all gain a level.
After getting the shit kicked out of me for 13 sessions in a row, this was like the fucking light at the end of the tunnel. This was
This felt good.
incredible.